Constantly changing, always rearranging, always rearranging, always rearranging. That is constantly changing, always rearranging, always rearranging. changing. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. We are who we are. That is constantly changing. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging.
Walking on ice, paper thin, skating on the surface of what might have been. Do you wanna be set free? Voices in the sound of the cracks all singing to me. Do you wanna be set free?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Time Trials Cup number 4, the Tim Trials. Yeah, we're doing a little reboot because I don't know if you remember last week, but it was a bit didn't quite pan out. We had some server issues and we couldn't go through with it, but we're back this week and hopefully everything will go very smoothly. Ironically enough, after the broadcast ended, we could get on servers fine. So explain that one. I'm not sure I can. Al is with me as always. Good evening, Al. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Not bad. I'm happy to see some vanilla runs tonight.
Vintage. I guess we've got to call it vanilla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I was looking forward to this last week as well.
Yeah, I was hyped for it last week.
Yeah, but now I don't really give a shit anymore, to be honest.
No, me neither.
So we've got Narcos and Katos coming up first. What are they playing? Strafe It Man, Temple. What was the third? Loom.
Loom.
I remember.
Strafe It Man, Narcos' pick. Loom, Katos' pick, and of course Temple, the tiebreaker should we need it. and we're off, following Narcos off the start. This is a map by Cause. It's recently gotten a vanilla route, and I think it's honestly pretty hard, actually. It's one of the harder maps, to be honest.
I have not tried the vanilla route, but what I can say is that it's looking rather nice, this map these days. I played it a lot when it was unarted, and it's since looking quite nice.
Yeah.
But I can tell already by looking at Katos that this is indeed quite tricky. Getting the spacing right looks pretty problematic. So we'll see how these guys do.
It's quite a decent length as well.
Indeed, so that means less completions within the 10-minute time frame, and so less of a chance to come back from an opponent's decent time.
It looks like Katos is doing a... Never mind.
It was a bit of an ambitious
Oh, no teleporter. Bug
F2,
report.
buddy.
Cause.
Cause.
Look at the half-beat strafes coming out from Katos. He's clearly practiced that. That looked pretty good.
Using the dash to change direction.
Oh, that jump is one of the harder ones. Let's go back to Narcos. This is his map pick after all. Let's see how he's getting on. Some fat half-beats on this side as well. No, just doesn't make it.
The same section where Katos came undone as well. Towards the final straight.
So there is an option to take two routes here at the beginning. You can do the upper route as well as just like race physics can. I don't know how far you can take that upper route. I think you have to drop down at some point. Obviously, some of that later upper route requires triple jumping and stuff like that, which of course isn't available in vanilla physics.
And let's talk about the real shit here. Since when is there a bunch of flowers?
It's Valentine's Day.
Right. I've been married a few years, so Valentine's Day means nothing to me.
Yeah, you don't do it anymore. Fair play.
No, I like it. I like it. Just adds insult to injury getting hit with that. So
I suppose it does.
I'd like a nice white glove, like a like dueling, like a
Yeah, not like wearing it,
incitement to
holding
duel.
it.
Yeah,
You
holding
just
it.
slap someone with it.
Exactly. An incitement to duel circa 1800, you know?
Yeah, that's sick. That's a great idea.
So, no times yet. 3
Nope.
minutes in. It's a bit
I
worrying.
think that's kind of to be expected on this map. I think, as like I say, it's quite a long map. The route isn't exactly easy. I don't want to say it's hard. It's just not easy.
Okay, I'm feeling good about Narcos' run right
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
It's looking quite measured and controlled. He just wants to put in a time.
I had to slow down a bit there to make that spacing
Yeah.
work. He knew it, but like you said, he does just want a time.
Oh!
No! if you'd have kept on that strafe angle,
He
you
might
might
have
have
made it,
just
yeah.
made that. Instead, he's shaking his mouse. Let's switch back over to Katos, see how he's getting on. Not very well.
Immediate.
It's at the point now though where like you may as well finish a run even if you fall in the water.
Yeah, I think
Unless
we're
it's the
probably
water
gonna,
that doesn't have a teleporter.
yeah, we're going to see that tactic, I think, from both players right now. Just get a time in. Or we should at least. Yeah, Katos just like, he just wants to finish.
4 minutes and still no times, indeed. I think we're just going to barely
He's
going to
just
see a
walking
time
it.
from Katos.
He's walking it, more or less.
There we go. There's a 119. It's the first time. Over to you, Narcos. Can you beat a 119? I dare say he probably can.
He might be able to beat it backwards. I didn't think about the downsides of having ice in my drink on stream, so apologies for the clanking.
Stop taking top right.
Do you think
Cause,
it's
Cause isn't happy. Oh,
what's
this
the
should-
downside of top route though for you? Is it just gives you poor spacing for the next section?
I couldn't tell you. Narcos though, got to make a finish. It's a
And that's-
45.
That's a proper time.
That's a proper time, even though he kind of slowed down towards the end. I
Yeah,
think a low 40 is doable.
yeah, 100%.
I think for both of these players, a low 40 is a possibility. Let's switch.
Demo
back
like, demo like saying wheelchair mode.
over.
That's
Wheelchairs can turn corners.
but they don't have air control. That's bad. That brings up all sorts of imagery.
Yeah. Right, down to Katos now. How is he going to reply to this 45? He needs to do something. Time's running out.
Cos says that the top route does indeed ruin your spacing and is slower.
There's
But
quite
he's the one. He's the one with the winning time so far. So
there is quite a few like big skips on this map, I think, or I want to say a few big skips. There's like a couple route variations that you can take that people might not realize. There is a skip across. There's a monster pit in this map, a Sarlacc pit, if you will, that you might get to see, and you can do a pretty cool skip across there, which skips a good portion of the map. But I don't know if we will see anyone go for it tonight. It does require some really specific spacing. Sarlacc's name is Steve. Okay, so there's a Steve pit on the map, which is just to the right here. You see that window on Katos' screen? Just to the right there. You can skip through there if your spacing is good. And Steven.
spacing is proving a real problem tonight for both of these players. Actually.
Oh yeah, very important on this map. Like I say, it's quite a long map. There's quite a few pitfalls, so spacing is going to be very important.
This jump, the first proper jump of the bottom route, does appear to be a bit tricky. So I can understand why Narcos might feel a bit more confident just hitting that ramp and going the top route if he hasn't practiced this bottom route as much.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think they'd both be having an easier time if they took the left side at the start, rather than trying to go up over these steps or up this ramp. I think if they just took the left route, they'd definitely maintain more speed. Like, look how much time Katos is losing here by going up there.
Yeah, I mean, it could be even, all things considered, but it would certainly mean less restarts.
Mm-hmm. It's not just that though. It's not just the speed though, or the timing. It's also the spacing as well. You know.
Yeah, the speed coming on into that jump so that they can make it.
Yeah.
More.
Like, I mean, if you go down that lower route, you're like going up this ramp or using those stairs. You're giving up all the benefit you get from hitting that ramp. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas going the left side, you maintain that. At least you do bump into the walls, but that's, you know, that's part of the physics, I suppose.
Donk.
Oh, Katos not having a good time. Really needs to. I think he just needs to try that left route. Honestly.
He needs to just. I think he can easily put in a time that is far and away better than his 119 without too much effort. I feel like he might be trying a little too hard now to put in something that he can be proud of, whereas now is no time for pride.
There is no time for pride. Narcos got a good time. Yeah, 45.3 is a decent time. He did like stop at one point and kind of take his time to make a careful jump, you know.
Yeah.
And I really think that he could do a low 45. Sorry, a low 40 even.
Yeah, that seems realistic. "30 seconds left. This is Katos' last attempt. Just about. Come on, Katos. Give us a run, mate.
Let's do it. You can do it. This is it. This could easily beat Narcos this time.
No, he can't. He's out of time.
Oh shit.
He's out of
So he
time.
is.
But he wasn't going to beat 45. He was already at 43 and he still had the corner to turn. So
Oh really?
that is the
GG.
first map for Narcos. Good game indeed.
That is Narcos' map pick, of course. Coming up next, we have BR Lim, one of Brandon's epic maps that everyone loves.
Yeah, become a strong
pretty hard. Pretty hard. Much, probably a little bit shorter. Or maybe, I don't know. I was getting a 49 here, but I've been pretty slow. We'll see what these runners can do. We'll start off with Katos, seeing as how it says map pick.
Here we see him rushing towards his love, who awaits him at the end of the map, ready to thrust upon her a bouquet of glorious flowers.
This is a much harder map in terms of, like, there's no pitfalls or anything like that, so spacing isn't really, you know, that big of a deal.
No.
Not like that map anyway, but it's a lot more control based. There's no bumping on walls to redirect yourself. There's no like angled walls, like friendly angled or curved walls or anything like that. It's all hard corners here, and you have to have that control, that ability to pivot on the ground and not lose too much speed.
You really got to plan your approaches more than you would in the previous map, for example. There are still a few bonkable opportunities though, so
Couple, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see them, I'm sure.
Now we have a 51.8 for Katos and a 52.9 for Narcos. Good stuff. Off to a great start here. I expect we'll see far more finishes.
I need to reset my chisel on my tag to bring up.
I go old school. I still just press the button.
Yeah, no, I can't be doing pressing stuff.
Y'all are lazy.
Yeah, I'm lazy. I'll get enough tools out. Yeah, very close times. Second apart for quite a long run, really.
Mm.
I think we might see some sub 50s though. What do you think?
I reckon we will.
Yeah.
Like I said, I managed a sub 50 on this map just for the first time playing it. Just not really trying all that hard. So yeah.
Yeah. So why aren't you playing?
Because I'm the admin and people think that's lame sometimes. There we go, 50.3 from Katos. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. He's
Sub
pulling
50
ahead
any second now. I didn't mean it like that. I just
That's
mean
what
it's
it
not
sounded
that.
like.
I know. I just mean it's not difficult.
In your detached Scottish tones, you were like, "Yeah, mate, didn't even try."
One hand behind my back.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Strafing
even
with your
looking.
eyes. Al is very humble. He's a very humble guy.
James
always-
won his own tournament. Yeah, that's true.
Well, you're always saying how bad you are at this game, and I don't think
Everyone does that
true
though.
at
All the way up the ladder, people complain about how bad they are. You got people like Elim, fucking Doom 2 world record holder. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, I can only get 28 on, you know, on lava, not 27 anymore. Like, oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah. Oh, Narcos is having some difficulty bumping into every single wall.
No sub 50 yet. 0 ups.
I think it's on the cards. We've still got 7 minutes left.
Oh, aye, for sure.
You never do that. You say you're better than you are.
He does all the time.
I'm similar. I just think I'm better than I am rather than saying it. It's a defense mechanism. 10 years, says Jeff. Yes, indeed, 10 years. Lest we forget.
Alright, let's check out Narcos. We've been watching Katos this entire time. I reckon he can also pull out the sub 50. Oh,
Okay, he's closing in. He's closing in.
must
He might be
deliver
getting the
these
hang of it.
flowers. It's like Hitman, you remember one of the old Hitman games? That was one of the first
Yeah.
things you did in that game, wasn't it? Deliver some flowers.
That is the Sapienza level, where you drop
Oh,
them
I-
off at the grave and you kill the mafia boss or whatever it
Ooh,
is.
that was a nice doorway for,
It
for
was.
Narcos. I like that. I like that doorway.
Theo is legend. Theo is mastering every physics. I can assure you that is not the case.
Alright, this is going to be a good one from Narcos. I can feel it. Go on, take it home. Yes, a sub 49.5. Let's go. Kaitos,
Yep.
balls in
Very
your
nice.
court. Will we
Nice
see
to see a
another
little-
sub 50 here?
Nice to see a little one-upmanship going on here.
That's what it's all about.
Stop spoiling Hitman.
And there we have it, another sub 50, 49.7 for Kaitos. Let's go. Not much of a spoiler, is it? You deliver flowers.
Yeah. I'm only halfway through the first game, so I wouldn't worry about it. I can't spoil it. Okay, so we got 249s. 2/10 apart. This is a much more contested map. Got some Loom fans in the house.
Okay, Loomers.
Loomers or Loomites?
Shout outs to Hyper in the chat. With any luck, we'll see some Mirror's Egg played tonight.
Yeah, I don't doubt that we will actually. I quite like the vanilla route on Mirror's Egg.
It's very, very friendly. Like, it's not much different to the race route. There's a little bit of a difference, of course, at the beginning, but after sort of midway point, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, the early skip on that's quite nice on the right hand side on the platform. It's quite tasty.
No worries, cause have a good one, mate.
Cheers, cuz. Don't work too hard.
You won't.
Are we going to see a 49.5 bettered? I'm not sure.
I hope so. I believe in Katos.
I really
This is
wish I
looking
could
good.
see. Yeah, he's looking good, but I really wish I could see the time.
Boom.
And he does it. 49 flat, essentially.
Fucking yes, lad. Ring the bells. Alright, Narcos, it's on you.
It is on him. It's
2.5
it's all
minutes
up to him.
left.
Oh. Just
Deliver those
speed-
flowers.
Oh, that was. Did he expect to wall clip that?
I
Surely
think
not.
so.
That's ambitious. That's an overestimation of the ease of wall clipping in Diabotical. A momentary look to the sky as if to ask God for help. What to do?
Lots of dashing in this run.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he should
That's
have his
not what
eyes
you
on the wall and not on the dash indicator.
oh, Katos coming out with a 47 out of nowhere. What
Oh
the fuck?
my days.
How did we miss that?
That's Narco. Like surely Narco. I thought he was just gonna stand still for the for the rest of the minute and a half. Dash ruined the real pro mode.
Some people hold that opinion.
When you say pro mode, are you talking about CPMA
The real pro mode.
or is this the real pro
This
mode?
is the real pro mode.
Okay, I see where he's coming from now. Poor commentators missing sub 49. I know, we apologise. It's
I don't apologize.
We
You don't
blame
speak
it
for
on-
me.
okay. I'm sorry. I'll take the blame. I don't have a fragile ego to protect.
30 seconds remaining.
This map is way easier. Yeah, I can imagine it is. Well, that's that.
Nice.
One each, one all. We
That's
are going
nice.
to Temple.
We see a tiebreaker in our first game.
Yeah. I didn't think anyone would pick Loom either.
Why not?
I
Just
don't
a
know. I
bit
think
technical.
it's because it's one of these maps where it's about control, and it's not about the going fast and bumping off of walls, which is like the new player friendly maps, which we are going to see next.
Yeah, true.
Temple is one of those maps.
But so much about vanilla physics is about control. So
Yeah.
I mean, this would be an excellent map to practice. You
Absolutely.
get good on this. That's very translatable.
Katos wanted to play Pineapple Pizza. What's wrong? What's wrong with this boy?
When did you change? When did you remove that out of the map pool? Because
Immediately after the cup
Oh
last
really?
week.
I would. Okay.
Immediately. Didn't waste any time.
Oh, my Diabotical has crashed.
Oh no. We can restart.
Oh no, I'm in.
He's in.
Fight.
Are we all in? Yeah, we're in.
That was weird. Got a full proper Windows error there.
Katos' half beating is really good.
He's not messing around.
Not at all. He's definitely practiced that.
It is very satisfying to execute.
Definitely.
You just feel like a pro, don't you, when you're doing it?
A real pro mode. Here we come Narcos with the first finish. Let's see what the benchmark is.
That's a 33.
33.6. Katos coming up for the finish line.
Yep, looking like he's gonna do all right. Using a
Using-
lot of dash, using more dash than Narcos, from what I can see as well, to change direction. But it's a
35.
35. It's
And I
not
think
enough.
that might be slightly a kind of result of one using the dash because you don't maintain your momentum.
Yeah,
And not only that, like choosing to pivot the corners as opposed to bonk the walls. This is a map where you fully bonk every wall for maximum speed retention.
yeah. It is about momentum, this guy. This looks semi-decent so far
Yeah.
from Katos. That last corner was a bit troublesome, but he's taken your advice out and he is bonking
Good.
mercilessly. But no, it's a slow run.
Yeah. Another 35. Narcos has one up himself on a 32.7.
That's we don't have any leaderboards for this map, so just curious, what is a good run here?
We do actually.
Do we?
Yeah, we certainly do. Sub 30 is, I think, doable, but really hard here. So a low 30 is a decent time, like low 30s. It's pretty good.
There we go, up on screen. So yeah, we've got 3 sub 30s in the leaderboards, which seems absurd. Seems very difficult.
I think part of that is like the people who do play vintage, vanilla, and put the time into it are like there's no like low or mid skill vintage players really. There's like the few vintage players we have are all really good at playing vanilla. Sorry, the few vanilla players we have are all really good at playing vanilla.
Yeah. And the rest have given up long ago.
Yeah, Tofu, Salakalastia, and Vrindar are 3 very good vanilla runners for sure.
Watching a great vanilla run is art.
Yeah,
You
it's
get the
so
feeling-
much more enjoyable. I think
There's
so.
that sense of control, isn't it, that you see displayed as just
Absolutely.
mwah,
That's
beautiful.
why I think like when you first start playing defrag or when you first are exposed to defrag or race type gameplay, you're amazed by CPM and race physics because it's something that you may not be used to if you play VQ3, if you play regular Diabolical, if you're a quick life player or something like that.
Yeah.
But then the more that you enjoy defrag, the more you play defrag or watch defrag, I think the more you start to appreciate the finesse that goes into vanilla physics, and that's why I do like consistently call it the real pro mode, because I really do feel that way about it, you know.
Well, and that's why I think a lot of people, it just tends to be a bit less popular as well, is because people know it's bloody hard.
It is fucking hard. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think being a really good vanilla player versus being a very good race player requires like significantly different amounts of skill, but I think the difference lies in kind of where the skill flaws are, and like how good you have to be in order to start getting semi-decent times. And for vanilla, it feels like in order to start getting semi-decent times, the skill has to be a bit higher than it does with race, for example. You can go into race and you can start having fun and putting in semi-decent times with, you know, less hours.
Yeah,
that's my experience anyway.
I think the simple way to say it is it's just less forgiving.
For sure.
It requires more from you to put. It requires more for you to put into to set a decent time to make good runs.
And I was saying last week, I think that's because the key component of vanilla is that you really have to control your speed. You have to control how much you slow down and how much you stop in order to make the corners, right? When you don't have that air control, and that kind of adds another layer to it.
So what is Narcos doing here that Katos isn't? Do you think? Because Katos' like strafes in a straight line are really good, I think.
I'm just watching Joel try and incite chat into saying that race players have no balls, implying that's what we're saying. So that's not what we're saying, but I
think the people who have no balls are the people who didn't sign up tonight. That's right, I'm calling you out. So yeah, what do you think that Narcos has here? Where's those 2 seconds coming from? Because I think Katos is faster in a straight line.
It's the half beat, surely.
Yeah.
It's the half beat. It's just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Katos' half beat, I think, is better.
Do you think?
Yeah. Well, it's hard to say without, you know, with 0 ups. But I don't know. Katos looks faster. But
I think Narcos is just making use of those corners and.
I think it is the cornering, yeah.
A little bit more effectively. He seems to be losing less speed. Not that I can tell, but when he hits those corners, and he's cutting them tighter. He's hitting that final corner and he's cutting it as tight as he can. Whereas I think Katos is taking those corners a little wider. He's kind of riding the wall a little longer. Actually, he's not doing that anymore. He's going tighter.
I think that corner there that Katos just passed is one of the most problematic.
Yeah.
Not just for Katos, but for anyone, I think, in this run. But look at the catch-up.
Yep, he's got some speed.
That corner as well, that last corner is not good for Katos. I think he knows it.
Struggling with the corners.
Gets a 33 though, getting closer. It's got another couple minutes.
I mean, we're lucky that this isn't a particularly long map. 30 seconds means he can get a few more tries in. And he was right to reset there.
Absolutely.
No, he needs to hit that angle. You can't take that corner hitting the flat wall. It's not going to work out for anyone. Demo says, I think Katos might be faster than Narcos if he can just handle that last corner. I think it's the second corner that seems to be causing a lot of problems.
And noting as well, Katos is persevering with this circle jump off the start. Now this probably doesn't mean much, right? But he's persevering with this circle jump. Sometimes it's causing him problems. Narcos is taking the dash start and having fewer resets at the beginning.
Yeah, it's just he's got a more consistent start, and he's just relying on his ability to build speed throughout the map rather than wasting time. And there's not a lot of it left.
Not at all. But he has 0 ups. Indeed. Indeed he does, Jeff.
Okay, I think Katos is giving this a good go. But again, those
This will be-
corners.
This will be his last attempt, so he needs to make it count.
He maintained some good speed through that. How's he going to do here? Ugh. It's too... Ooh.
33.4. Second behind Narcos.
So Narcos takes it 2-1. And can Narcos
Indeed.
beat his time? Can Narcos beat his time? And the
Not
flower
quite.
delivery
Yeah.
in the nick of time.
Right. I didn't hold the other match because I'm a bad admin. So I don't know if Delios and Zebrazilla are already playing. I'm looking through the server list and I don't see them. So it's possible they're playing on a private server. A badman, you might say that.
Oh. Audible sigh from
It was just such an exciting match. I couldn't look away. Delios is waiting. Fantastic. Let's get them in the server.
Lovely stuff. So we're going to see Delius and Zebra. Just wait till tomorrow, Theo. I'm worse when casting. Worse in what respect? A badmin. Oh, as in the bad jokes. I'm gonna cut you off sharp if I get any of that. I've been warned not to let you go off the rails. Okay, so we're into picks and ban territory.
Goodbye Mirror's Egg. Goodbye BR Loom.
What are these prefixes on the maps about?
BRs because Brandon made them up.
Oh, I see. I'm not sure I like that. It's not clean.
No,
Other
it
than-
isn't. It isn't clean at all, is it?
I don't want fucking underscores in my in my map names.
So he's a product of a different time.
It is. It
Brandon.
is very telling.
Tree and Oasis are 2 picks today. Oasis is a great map. I like Oasis.
Tree, I don't mind. We saw some struggles with it last week, especially
Oh,
on
yeah.
that slick section. So it should be interesting to see if either of the
Slick
players.
is, and that map Slick is extremely hard to utilize.
Yeah.
Because of like a couple things like spacing. Obviously, one of them. That's, you could say that for about anything, but like it's just so short, and you, depending on how you land on it, you know what I mean. You either get a decent amount of time to utilize it, or not a lot. And like it is kind of random sometimes. But let's not dwell on that. We'll see how it goes.
What are we going to end up with?
It's like
Could be
Um,
Altis.
I think
Yep.
it might be.
It is.
Yep.
So we got Tree, we got Altis. What else? I'll treat Oasis and Altus.
Having some trouble finding the maps. There we go. Okay, using the search function in the community maps thing is not recommended, apparently. It is broken as fuck.
Do we want Piotrski and Katos to play, or do we ask them to wait?
I think they can go ahead. I don't want to keep everyone waiting all night. I know that it is quite late for some of these competitors. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and we'll catch up with you. This map browser is broken. What was the third map again? Oh, Altus.
It was Altus, yeah.
Okay, I think that's Altus. I can't see the thumbnail though. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Relieved Cephalopod is the name. apparently.
Yeah, temporary name.
Cool, so we're starting with Tree. I am just sat in the lobby. It's not working for me.
Okay, I'm in. Are you in?
No, I'm sat in the lobby. Nothing's working. Oh right, yeah, we need Tree CE.
Badman.
The Badman returns.
Well, the fucking map browser is literally just broken. On my screen right now. Alright. Restarting. See if we can get in. Let me know how it goes.
I'm loading this time.
Fight.
I think we're all in.
I think so.
Good stuff.
Alright, following Delios off the start, this is his map pick. I will assume he picked it for a reason.
We're already seeing a better or higher degree of fluency with this map than we did last week in Delios's run. Some nice wall clips.
Yeah, players got an extra week to practice the maps. I'm sure some of them will be thankful for that. I think it was some people's like first time playing the map last week.
Yeah. Okay, and we're going to start off with a 23.4.
See how Zebra can reply.
Well, I don't hold out much hope for him. Just based on this.
Don't read it. Don't read it, Theo.
I'm not going to read that. Why on earth would I fucking read that?
No.
Hang on. What would we call Al if he weighed 1,000 kilos? I don't know, because I'm not going to read the fucking jokes. So
Badminton.
it's just so
It's
bad.
horrible, isn't it? It's not even the slightest bit funny.
But do you know what you've gone and done? Someone's going to make a map called Badminton now.
Why?
Well, we've already got the four bites of toast or whatever. GMT is trying to ingratiate himself into some kind of diabolical time trials lore through bad jokes.
True enough. Zebra's struggling quite a bit here at the start of this map. Riding these walls almost too much, in my opinion. Like this angle wall here, you shouldn't even be touching it.
Yeah, there's no need.
Not at
There
all.
is no need.
And this angle wall is literally there just to fuck you off. bumping the walls here is not ideal at the start of this map. And I can understand how that might be a little bit maybe unintuitive is the word for some people who are a little bit newer to vanilla physics.
Yeah.
Because you might see maps like Oasis being played and think, oh, I know what I'll do. I see an angled wall, I'll bump myself off it. But that's not always the play.
I think Zebra's learned his lesson though. He's now starting without.
Clearly listening to me.
Yeah.
And there we have it. It does get him a finish. Oh, there we go. 27.2 versus a 23.3 from Delios.
Yeah, Zebra's got some catching up to do, some serious catching up. At this stage, the only way I see Zebra pulling this out of the bag is if Delios accidentally loses internet.
Fucking harsh. Jesus. Supposed to say stuff like, "Oh yeah, he can do it. I reckon he's got it in him and all that." Not like, "Yo, he doesn't stand a chance. He's fucked."
Toxic.
Fucking hell, man.
I'm not gonna get invited back, am I?
Nice. 22.9 there for Delios.
Look, if it's funny enough, there's no joke that's out of bounds, really. Just depends how funny it is.
So you can see what I mean, where Delios just avoids those walls early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, still bumping into one of them at the start, which you could do with not doing. But it's about this. At the start of this map is more about your control than your speed. Always a balance between the two of them, and VQ3 and vanilla physics.
Yeah, I really like what Delios is doing at the top of the stairs, how he's just brushing that wall as little as possible. His angle of approach is really nice. And he is using the teleporter most of the time as well. Which I wouldn't have thought was the fastest way, but...
No, I don't think he wants to. I don't think that's ideal for him. But I think sometimes he's just, going
That's his
along with it.
approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you want a little bit of friction in that turn at the top of those stairs to avoid touching that angled wall at the top. You really just don't want to touch that wall at all. See, that's what you want. That's the angled approach.
That's nice, yeah, very nice. Demo Light is asking me to take it easy.
Well, if Demo's asking you to take it easy, I think you better fucking screw them up. If Demo is out here saying it. Alright, this is a good run from Delios.
This
Let's
is quite
go.
nice. Yeah, I was a bit worried there by the slicks.
Oh,
but
not a PB though.
no, just that the way he hit those slicks seemed a bit off.
Oh, nice. Zebrazilla putting in a 25.4.
Okay. Let's see if
That's
he
a
can build on that.
good improvement. Oof, just getting caught on that wall there. Not what he wants. Not quite the 21 from Delios. Let's switch back over to Zebra, see how he's getting on. I did see him doing some wall clips, some thick wall clips here at the start.
Thick wall clips.
Yeah, fat. PH, fat. This one here. That's
Yeah,
the one you want.
that's quite a nice one actually.
Well, it helps you avoid this wall here, a little bit.
Yep. That's not the first time we've seen him have spacing issues there though, and missing the ledge.
But you see that one, the time he lands immediately after that wall clip, that first wall clip, he wants to let go, he should be letting go a jump and just turning on the ground, just pivoting on the ground and then continuing.
Yeah,
But
we
the
haven't
fact that
seen...
he just holds jump, the fact that he's holding jump means he's continuing that angle of approach, which is bumping him into the wall here.
Yeah.
And giving him a harder time going up these stairs, and then which is then putting him into this wall, and then yeah, you get the idea. Like, this is what you're talking about when you say when you plan your approach. Like, one little mistake early on can lead to a bad time throughout the entire map.
There's an argument to be said for, you know, if you are a race physics runner and you're just used to holding jump the whole time, rather than having come from, say, defrag, where you have to press jump for every jump. You can't hold it. There's no auto hop. Are you going to come into vanilla physics where you do need to be a bit more controlled about your jumping, and you know, just not have the control you need because you're constantly going off in the direction of your momentum? I don't know. It's just a theory.
I think it is a common mistake that I see people making. Another one is trying to influence their direction of travel with W, which is like not doable.
No.
At least not in the same way you do it, and like it's possible, but not in any beneficial way. Like if you want to influence your direction of travel, you do it with left and right in this physics, you know.
I mean, it is hard to switch physics. Like it does kind of require a bit of a brain reset.
And like when I play diabolical physics, I always tap jump, pretty much. Like
Interesting.
yeah, I think it comes from like when I play normal, like the normal game modes.
Yeah.
Not that race is abnormal, but you know what I mean. I always tap jump there as well because you're never just holding
1
jump,
minute
are you?
remaining.
Like rarely. Like when you're playing duel or whatever.
I can't actually remember what I do.
I think it's a product of coming from that. So my brain recognizes, oh, this is vanilla physics. I'll tap jump. I don't know. It's just a habit. I find myself doing it and I'm like, why do I do that? You know? It's not something I do intentionally.
You know, going back to defrag is a complete nightmare these days when you've got used to auto hop. It's just you feel
I try and play
completely
a little bit of defrag every day so as not to forget. In case
Never
one of these
forget.
days diabolical does truly die and I have to go back to playing defrag.
Well, and you can get those sweet plasma jumps in and it feels good.
It does feel good. Right, let's see here. 10 seconds to go. 22.5 for Delios and 25.4 for Zebra. Delios takes the first map.
Yeah. Oh, good run from him. We didn't
Good
see
run
the
from
21.
both, I think.
Jeff, you were incorrect. Just pointing that out.
That's often the case, as Jeff is often wont to do. Be incorrect, that is.
I appreciate your optimism, though. It's something I lack.
Don't we know it?
Still got feelings, bro.
Alright. Oasis, this is Zebra's pick. I think Oasis is one of my favourite maps from the mapping competition because I think it just works so well in every physics rule set.
Yeah, we saw some nice runs last week.
Like it is one of these sort of new player people who are new to vanilla physics will feel more comfortable here just because it's not that hard of a map. Like this section that you see Zebra in now is probably the hardest section.
Yeah.
But it's like I hate it when you say that. Fuck off, Certi. No one cares. I'm not saying it's an easy map, but as far as vanilla physics goes, I think it's one of the more forgiving maps.
I'll tell you what I like about this map. There's a certain sense of discovery to it, which some of the more linear maps, I mean, in essence, it does end up like most time trials or defrag maps, ends up becoming quite linear once people find the optimum routes.
Yep.
But when you land on this map for the first time, and you're kind of looking around and you're like, where do I go now? What's the best route? You know, there's an element of that which I don't know if that's considered good or bad map design. Maybe these days people don't have the patience for that. Oh, the dreaded fence wall clip. But yeah, I really enjoy that about this map. And there's stairs and corridors and underground wooden shack stuff going on. I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot to this map. I think it's a really nice map. And yeah, like I'm not saying the map is easy. There are some hard parts. Like you see that doorway at the start is a pretty heavy reset point. It can be quite a tight gap to get in there without losing your momentum. Once you kind of figure it out, though, it's not that difficult.
It's not. It's also not a super long map once you've got your route in.
No, not at all.
So it's okay. I mean, the bit that you're talking about that's quite difficult, I'd say, is just before the halfway point of the map, really, in terms of time. But it's a short enough map where, you know, failing that section is not really gonna cause you too much frustration. We always talk about you don't want the most difficult parts of the map to be too far towards the end, because there's nothing more frustrating than putting in a really good time and then getting caught out towards the end and having to reset and waste all that time. I think this map does a good job of that. Although this section,
it's really easy to grind, I find. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say that section at the top of the stairs towards the final straight is can be a bit problematic sometimes.
Yeah. 3 heavy reset points in this map. It's the initial door, it's this wooden section, and then it's the fence at the end. Oh, and potentially this knocked down pillar that you see up here. A lot of people get thrown off by that as well. Because to get past it on this left side, there you go, Delios, showing us perfectly what I'm talking about.
Delios has got a time in 37. It's not a super fast time, but I'm sure he will improve on it.
See, Delios opting to like slow down a little bit, use some friction, use some ground friction to get into that first doorway.
Yeah, and I'm not sure whether that is the right approach or not, because we've seen people maintain good speed through there with a good wall clip, but
yeah, it depends on your spacing and your speed. Like if you've got the spacing to make that wall clip, then you know, go for it. But like if you find yourself consistently bumping your head off the wall, then maybe you need to think about doing like having a little bit different spacing. So for example, you can see Delios off the start here. When we see him reset, he just goes for it. He just instantly hits that dash. I like to start with my back right, like directly against the wall. And I always, when I do my initial dash, I walk forward a little bit first, because if you just dash normally, you get like, I don't know what the speed is, but if you walk up, if you get up to 320 UPS first and then press dash, you do go slightly faster.
Yep, I do the same. I do the same.
Yeah, I back up to the back of the wall, walk forward a tiny bit, and then hit dash, and I find that gives me pretty good spacing.
Yeah, you basically dash the second you see you've hit 300, 320, and then you get the decent speed.
Delios clearly listening to the stream. But yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna instantly help you, but I think that's one of the things you need to think about. If you're consistently hitting that wall and you're finding it really hard to get through that door, then rather than just continually, I mean, literally hitting your head against the wall, take a different approach. Try not clipping the corner at the start. That was something that I did for a while because I found that it gave me better spacing. Obviously, since then, like, I found a better way of doing it. Clipping the corner is obviously the preferred method, you know, because you take a straighter line. Yeah. But yeah, just play around with it, try different things, and you'll be surprised. So there we go, Delios getting through there with full speed, but the spacing on the other side not quite.
Yeah, very frustrating.
Not quite in favour.
At what point are we going to start trolling players into doing things that are technically faster, but
just
actually
giving terrible advice?
Yeah.
It is funny when you see like, when you say like someone, they should be doing this, and then they instantly start doing it.
Yeah. But you can absolutely pre-run this map. It's absolutely essential to pre-run Oasis.
Alright, here we go with Zebrazilla getting past the heavy reset points. Will he manage to... just trying a little bit to avoid that fence. He does get it, so he is going to make a finished run here. And it looks like, oh no, my timer's wrong, never mind. That is a
To
39.2.
39.
I was really hyped there for a minute. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a good time. I was deceived by diabolical HUD elements yet again.
You know, I'm on one hand, I'm starting to feel sorry for Delios because I'm just seeing him over and over. I'm kind of still watching him over and over, just kind of land in that little wooden ravine section.
Right, Zebra's on a really good run here.
But
He just needs to not end up in that wooden prison.
the wooden prison.
He's got it. This is it. This is gonna be a good run.
And wood is, of course, the enemy of bots.
Nice. 38.6.
He's improving. He's improving.
Absolutely.
Maybe he's getting a handle on things. He's
It was a
got,
little bit like, don't get me wrong, he got through, like he got through that doorway without losing any speed. He had a little bit of trouble on the pillar and on the wooden fence. That's where I think he lost time in those sections. But he did really well up until then.
Okay, let's see how this one turns out. It's feeling a little
just-
slow.
Yeah, bonking that wall in a suboptimal way is going to remove a decent bit of speed.
Reset
that
my
pillar.
map.
That pillar is not friendly.
Oof.
See, Zebra's like clipping this doorway in a sort of different way. See how he's like half being, and then he's clipping the early corner as
That's
opposed to the later
interesting.
one.
Yeah, clipping the early corner there is pretty interesting. The number of resets we've had at that point, though, it's kind of breaking my heart a little bit.
It really do be that way.
It do be.
That's why Certi doesn't like this map. Doesn't like the doorway.
Yeah, and like you can't blame him.
1 minute
Maybe not,
remaining.
but I think I will. And don't get me wrong, it's the bane of my existence on this map as well. But you get used
So
to
you're
it.
of the
You learn-
opinion that I was going to say, if you're of the opinion that if I'm punishing myself, then you should be punishing yourself also.
I don't know about that. You learn to love you learn to love the doorway.
30
really do.
seconds remaining.
You learn to love the grind.
Here we go.
Okay.
Zebra. It's a good approach on the fence. Maybe too
Oh,
far to the left. Oh no.
I didn't even know that clip was possible.
Yeah, it's weird, diabolical things. The basement part is also pretty difficult, but like you say, once you find it, once you find your feet, it's like, oh, that's how you do it. And then you just do it like that. There we have it. 2-0
37.
for Delios.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid game from Delios.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to see Zebra come back whenever we have the next vanilla, and start trouncing people, because I feel like yeah, he just needs a little bit more practice, and he'll be taking some maps.
I think Zebra has signed up for every cup we've had. And
That's kind of the best way to learn.
Trials. Yeah, absolutely.
Best incentive to practice.
So here we go. It's Delios versus Narcos. There's a lot of Osses in this tournament, isn't there?
I hadn't noticed, but you're
We got
right. Yeah,
Narcos, we got Katos, we got Delios.
we do. The Zilla is out.
Oh, he's in the lower bracket.
Oh, he's on the lower bracket. Sorry, yeah, sorry. Apologies, Zebra.
Piotrkos as well, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, how could I forget? Piotrski maintaining his tradition of going out in the first round in the Tim trials. Sorry.
That's not something you really want to be known for, is it? You got so
Sorry.
close to a map win. Next time, dude. Next
It's all
time.
about practice and consistency.
Are you implying that he has not done enough and has
No,
none?
not at all. Like Piotrski puts the errors in, big time. Piotski plays a lot. And
Are you then implying that it's a lack of skill?
no, I'm not implying anything. Stop it.
Okay. I'm trying to trip you up, but it's not working.
You're trying. I'm aware. I've been through this before. So we're going to be seeing Tree again. I think that's Delios's favourite map.
I like
I
a
know-
bit of tree.
I know another guy who really likes Tree.
I haven't seen that end section with the slick done in a pleasing way yet.
Mm, me neither. And we're going to be seeing KO's new map. It's either pronounced Altus or Altus. I'm not exactly sure. But I think
Okay.
that's a map that's been designed from the ground up to be a vanilla physics map. And then when he uploaded it, people immediately started playing Race on it. And you know what? It
Wow.
actually works pretty well in Race Physics as well.
Yeah, well, that's bound to happen, isn't it?
It's easy to play a vanilla map in Race. It's not so easy to play a Race map in vanilla.
100%. Yeah.
No one wants to play Cave Run. What's the deal? Cave Run's like one of the best vanilla maps out there. I'm not happy.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I don't know why though. Maybe people just
It's
it's
difficult.
difficult. Al
It's
said,
not
huh?
difficult. You're difficult. Shout outs to Mojo.
Sorry, Cos, for dropping Strafe it. Temple's gone as well.
Goodbye, Temple. Oh, already was gone.
Oh, double drop. Then it's
I've
already
seen a
gone.
couple of double drops. That happens a lot. I think it's due to the size of the map and people forget.
Are we gonna get a reactor maybe?
Oh, I think we might get a reactor. That's all that's left, isn't it?
Think so. Reactor. Mirror's egg. Mirror's egg
It was
been
like
dropped.
dropped instantly after the start.
Oh yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, it is a third map, so I don't know if we'll see it, but I'd quite like to see a reactor.
And I guess we're ready, so let's go. With any luck, Narcos was paying attention in the previous map and the previous match when we were playing this map.
Yes.
It's a pretty good start from Delios already. Not bunking any walls on the stairs. Let's go.
Narcos pivoting, not clipping a thing.
Oof, Delios lost tons of speed there, hitting the wall. What do we have first? It's a 23.3 for Delios. We already know he can do a 22. Jeff is convinced he can do a 21.
I'm watching Narcos at the moment. He's doing all right. I reckon he'll put up a bit of a challenge. He's definitely pivoting more. Seeing a lot of pivoting.
Nice. Look at the momentum here. Oh, watch out for
Lovely.
that wall. Never mind.
Yeah, no completions yet from Narcos, but I think we'll get a decent time out of him just based on what we're seeing him do.
He's clearly played this map. He's clearly practiced. I think
Yeah.
he knows what he's capable of here. He just has to execute it.
I wonder if the players are listening. I wonder if they know about the secret route on this map, Al.
Oh yeah, go on. The one where you jump off the side of the map and there's
Yeah,
an extra finish line right
there's
there.
Exactly, yeah, there's a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
tunnel you can take it all the way to the finish line. But no one knows about it, see?
No, no one. Except us. Okay, we're going to see a completion here for Narcos. What do we have?
It's going to be a 24.
24.1.
Okay.
I'll show you, Delios. What can you do? Bonk some walls.
Well, he doesn't have to do anything because he's ahead. But he does... no,
Oh, he has to stay ahead.
He has to stay ahead.
Look at the speed. Look at this. Narcos is faster than him at the beginning.
I know, his pivot is working for him. I'm confident Narcos can easily break into the 23s.
You do normally have to do that on this map, but this is the competition edition because we don't want to have it so... Oh, nice 22.7 for Delios. We don't want to have it so that someone shoots a door and then someone else goes through that open door without having to shoot the target. So, competition edition, we remove the doors. Same applies for Mirror's Egg because that does give a bit of an unfair advantage if that were to happen.
Yeah, especially on Mirror's Egg.
Yeah.
Okay. Narcos in with a 23, but Delios has gone and dropped the lowest time to 22.7. So he is chasing Delios' time. Is there a 22 in Narcos? We'll see.
I think there is. He just has to make it happen.
Yeah, it feels like there are enough errors in his best run that are correctable to get him to a 22. It won't be this run though. Another 23.3.
I think he's pivoting too late on that first corner. And that's one of the issues he's having.
Interesting.
He wants to do it one jump earlier.
Piotrowski says he can do a 22, so Narcos can do it for sure. But can he do it within the time limit?
There we go, Narcos already heeding my advice, and it looks like it is working out for him. But double jumps, not even double jumps. 3 block height jumps.
Multi-jump. That's what we're calling it.
But yeah, the old 3 block height jump is can be a little bit problematic in any physics.
Slightly unpredictable sometimes.
Yeah. Delios is doing great, you're not wrong. 22.4 we're on now.
Yep, he's continuing to improve. And the possibility of a win is getting further away from Narcos. Apologies if you're listening, mate, but it's the truth.
Fucking harsh truths coming out from Theo tonight. Big time, not pulling any punches. Were you always this better? Or
Or was I always this bitter? No, I was worse.
you've gotten better, have you?
I've been with the same woman for 12 years. She softened me a lot, honestly.
Oh, so close to 22 for Narcos.
Theo is always
23.0.
bully. Please stop bully. It's not bullying. It's a friendly ribbing. There's a difference.
Yeah. It's criticism.
It's British humor. It's not even criticism. I'm not criticizing him.
Did we? Yo, 22.5 for Narcos. He's bringing it so close to Delios right now.
Production is reminding me that I got to shoot upwards with my humor, not to punch downwards. But yeah, all these guys are in the competition, so they're immediately better than me. So free reign as far as
True
I'm
enough. True enough. At
Okay,
least-
we're both in the 22s. They're 0.1 apart. This is
Yeah.
close. This is turning into a real war. I've reported Theo to war crime trial in Hague for bullying. I'm not bullying. Get a nice holiday to the Netherlands, honestly. You put in the vac in vacation, yeah.
Oh, Delios improving his time yet again. 22.2 we're on there.
Okay, Delios has methodically improved upon his time. Just worked the map.
Narcos with
Yeah.
another 22, but it's a 0.8.
It's not enough.
We have fun here at Time Trials, don't we?
I'm genuinely worried I've upset someone.
Narcos' early map is good. His mid map is alright. I think it's the late map that he's struggling with. What do you think?
Delios, did you say, or Narcos?
Narcos.
Yeah, Narcos is just once he kind of makes it to the final straight, just bumping that
Remaining.
slick section, it's just feeling a bit off. But yeah, he has worked out some of the issues with his early map for sure. He always hits that corner as well. He really needs to just try and avoid that a bit better. I know he likes to clip it. This is his last attempt, really. Oh no, he's decided to reset.
30 seconds remaining.
He can do it.
But the pressure's on.
Shoutouts to I just give a quick shout out to George the Rat. Or George the Rat, however you say it in the chat, for making probably the only nice backwards stripes.
He's given up, but he's
Probably
gonna do
the
it in
only
style.
custom survival map on the content server. Shoutouts.
Good job. Oh, he
Writing-
made a sub
writing the
22.
book. Sorry?
Delios made a sub 22.
Oh
in the
shit,
end.
so he did 21.9. Well played.
Good job. Very nice.
Yeah, George literally wrote the book on survival mapping. As far as I know.
Flowers delivery in a hurry, says Distant Light. He can give up the day job. He can start a flower delivery company.
Yeah. Alright, so here we have the newest map in the pool, Altus by KO. Like I said before, designed from the ground up for vanilla movement.
This is a new one for me. I have not even seen it yet, so
I've played it a couple of times. It's really fun. It has Jesus jumps, which is some movement tech that was not discovered early in the week, but definitely the name Jesus jumps was coined earlier in the week. And hopefully, with any luck, we'll see some Jesus jumps.
I like the look of it. I like the style. It comes to us arted essentially already, which is a nice change.
Yeah, at this point, KO is quite an experienced mapper. He can certainly put it together. And it looks pretty good. Oh, this is Narcos' pick, isn't it? We should follow him for a bit off the start. See how he likes to play it.
The sound of running water would complete this map. I just, feel like I was in Babylon or something.
Really tight spacing to jump across those planters like that.
Yeah,
Played.
I was surprised he got away with that.
There we have Rabbit Narcos finishing at 32.8.
Okay. First complete run. Over to Delios to see what he can do about it, I guess.
33.0.
Okay. Reasonably tight. 2/10 apart. Oh, that's a nice cut by Delios.
Mhm. That was nice. But look at Narcos' acceleration, just pulling away from him there. Oh, that technically was a Jesus jump, but doesn't quite work out in his favor.
What is the Jesus jump? This is new
The
to me.
Jesus jump is when you have water next to like a 1 block high, like
Oh,
1 block
yes.
high out of the water. You will just like not fall into the water. So there's a teleporter in the water, right? But you can avoid it by jumping next to that block.
Yeah, I've had it happen to me. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like some, I think it's to do with like there's some mechanic in the game where when you're walking out of water, like when you're in water and there's a block next to the water and you can like there's something that pushes the egg bot up out of the water onto that block. I think I'm not 100% sure on how it works, but I think that's what's going on.
Well, the Jesus jump is a great name for it then, because
It's a fantastic jump.
it's great.
A fantastic name rather. Also Bible bounce.
The Bible
is another one. But yeah, I was just so happy. I don't know why. Jesus jump just made me so happy.
I like the Moses mount.
Well, Moses famously parted the water, didn't he? He didn't walk on it.
It's close enough.
He did something with water.
He did something with water.
Moses was too scared to walk on the water. Jesus did it better.
Yeah, he didn't destroy an ecosystem in order to cross the desert. I just like it.
Yeah, I can do that. Adam, don't worry.
I like the look of this map. I'm going to play this as soon as we're done. Could be because I have some Greek heritage and I just feel at home amongst the marble.
That's my fault, Piotrski, for not properly vetting the VOD. I just skipped to the end, checked the time was right, and then approved it. My bad. Should be sorted now if you refresh it, Adam. Oh, nice one. Excellent.
Automation.
So Delios 32.5, Narcos 32.8,
Okay, it's very close.
just about halfway through this map.
Those flower planters proving a bit problematic for Delios.
Yep, that's what I mean. You need pretty specific spacing to make up those without losing all your speed. I'm loving this clip here from, not clip, sorry, like a sort of shortcut there for Delios.
Yeah, when he gets it, it looks real nice. Real classy.
Nice.
Yep, managing it this time. This corner looks to be a pain.
It looks like a corner that you don't want to bump the walls on.
Yeah.
32.4 there for Delios, improving very slightly. Let's go back over to Narcos. This is his map pick. Let's see how he gets on.
So. And everyone knows that getting beaten on your own map pick is a brutal psychological assault.
Absolutely. Nice pivot there for Narcos.
This is looking good. This is looking very good.
That is a 33 in the end. He did. I think that came from like at this section. Narcos before like wasted a bunch of time like slowing down, but now he hasn't done that.
Okay, the dash there is interesting, and he's. Yeah, but yeah. Shake away, my man. Shake away. I really think Delios's little cut here is really superior.
Yeah, it's helping him. Definitely.
I do like that dash in past the first pillar. Is that enough? A pivot there was not optimal. It's a
32.9 in the end.
Yeah, not PBing or not improving on his time, I should say.
He's not confident in that drop to that lower level, is he?
Oh,
He seems to lose it quite often there.
His spacing needs a little finessing there. 'Cause he always seems to not have enough speed or just be misplaced for that second little.
That wasn't too bad though.
That was, yeah, but he took it. He took an extra jump to get to the right position from the top. Okay, this could be good. And it's a 32-7. Okay, good job, Narcos. He's got 0.3 seconds to find to match Delios's time. And I feel like that is better. But again, the spacing in that water section proving troublesome. And an appropriate reset there, I think. It does feel like, yeah, it does feel like he's just doing one too many jumps at that point of the map. Like, I'd much prefer to see him pivot a little earlier.
Yeah. There we go. That's decent.
Yeah, this could be a good run from him.
Oh, the spacing.
1 minute remaining.
Okay, I like this. He didn't pivot nearly as hard this time, and I think it's going to work for him with a
Nice.
31.9.
1 minute to go.
Pulling it back. The pressure's on Delios. Let's switch over.
Yeah, just a minute left for Delios to
He pulled
make
it out
a
the bag.
31.
He pulled it out the bag. Good job to Narcos.
Seconds remaining.
Earlier on, Delios' skip at the beginning was looking better than it is now. I don't know if that's just because it was a bad start, but
I think it's still optimal, to be honest.
yeah, he couldn't reset. I guess if he was halfway in, he might have reset, but since we're at 9 minutes something and 10 minutes. Nicely pipped at the post by Narcos.
Yeah. Well played.
Yeah, he worked. He ground that map.
Did he now?
He did
Into a fine dust.
into a fine powder. Yes.
Reactor.
It is.
A pretty good. I think it's a pretty good vanilla map. Disguised.
Yeah, I like this.
This was obviously developed for the mapping competitions. So one of the rules was it had to work in both race and vanilla physics. And Disguised as an experienced defrag player, so he definitely knows how to make a map work in both physics, and I think he did a pretty good job of it. That's
Yeah, I really
not to
like
say
that.
that it's an easy map to play in vanilla, though.
No. Also, we didn't really get to see this last week. I believe Zoot streamed a map on this separately, but we didn't get to see it. So this will be my first viewing of this in vanilla. There was some debate about whether or not the top route or the bottom route was optimal. As far as I'm aware, as of last week, the top route might have been where the world record was set, but I
for
can't-
race, yeah. But I don't think the top route is better in vanilla physics at all. To be honest. There's no records for this map in vanilla physics. Alright, we're about to see some world fucking records then, aren't we?
I guess so. Who's gonna get the first world record? That's the question. Yeah, I like what Delios is doing. Seems measured. He's not overcommitting in corners. Narcos also employing some tasty half beats.
Mmm, delicious.
Nutritious.
Okay, here we go. We're
I'm,
gonna see some finishes now. Let's nip over to Narcos.
I'm liking
will
this
be the
run
first to
from
finish.
Narcos.
Oh, that's a wide corner. That is going
Yeah.
to be a 34.
A lot of room for improvement there, particularly on the last couple of corners.
Oh,
But
aye.
he's got a time.
World record time.
It is a world record.
As far as we know.
A leisurely 34.7.
Let's switch over to Delios, see what he can do.
Being a bit aggressive in that corner and throwing him off.
Yeah, we can see obviously that bonk on those crates at the start, and I think ideally for me, I try and half beat into that. I think it gives me a better trajectory on the upcoming doors. You can see that Delios he's doing well. He's maintaining the speed through that bonk, but it's not putting him in an ideal position to go through the door. You know?
I don't know, no,
No,
because
you
I've
don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
I have not personally half beat into that, but I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from.
I just think it throws you off at a better angle for the.
It does
for
seem
the
like-
upcoming door.
It does seem like a bit of a pain, this, because it seems so easy to kind of wall clip off it.
I think it used to be. He has actually made it bigger since last week, or I think just before the cup last week, he did make some last-minute alterations because there was some issues on the map, and I think he did improve that. So that used to only be 2 crates wide. It is now 3 crates wide.
Right, that makes sense.
So I think it used to be that way that you're thinking, where you would clip it quite often, but I think it has.
No, I
improved
just
since then.
I saw Delios do it early on.
Yeah.
And, but that's fine if it's more of an occasional occurrence rather than a significant problem.
Okay, this is decent.
Yeah, he decided to not approach it so aggressively this time.
But that railing in the box after the door is like, fuck you,
Yeah, you need.
basically.
Yeah, he's choosing to pivot now a lot more heavily there, and
Oh,
that's so annoying.
guess that left off the doorway.
Yeah, he just touched it.
I think that's what he wanted. Yeah, see, Narcos just did that clip as well
Yeah.
on those boxes. Oh, I guess the lift
And
again.
again.
That lift might actually be like useful. Like that little ramp jump there might
Depends
actually
how
be
high.
useful.
Yeah, it depends how high you can get.
Yeah, because you want to get over that. You want to get over that
You
really.
want to land on the block, maybe. That's good.
Okay, here we go. This is a run.
I don't know whether I would have gone all the way into the wall there. But I think this might be... Oh!
No,
can't
that's not what you want.
He's going to follow through with it, and he actually might take it. He has by
Just
0.2
barely.
seconds. World record, everyone. World
Hey.
record. Big thanks to everyone watching tonight. Hope you're enjoying the Vanilla Quake. I almost said. One does tend to associate Vanilla with VQ3.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're in Vanilla Physics territory here.
The real pro mode.
The real
Sorry, you can
promo.
call it that if you want. That's fine.
RPM. Is that what we're calling it?
It certainly is.
Oh dear. Well, Arena FPS does have a history of odd initialisms, so
It's true enough.
throw a few consonants together and you've got a new physics mode, basically. We're still waiting for the 34 barrier to be broken. I think we will see it by the end here, but I wonder who's going to be the first to do it.
It's
Just
a
not getting
difficult. I think it's
Yeah.
quite a difficult map. Like this first corner between that that angled wall you bonk off of and the doorway, and then the railing right after the doorway. Like as soon as you get over that hurdle, honestly, the rest of the map's kind of easy.
Yeah,
I won't say easy, but like it's way more doable. Like it's less reset heavy.
I mean, we've only seen like 2 or 3 completions so far.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, 7 minutes in.
Two and a half minutes left. Delios in the lead in this tiebreaker map.
Do you know what I'd love to see
Go on.
once we get a patch? number of runs in a session. Number of completed runs in a session.
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting to get some data together on a map by map basis to know which maps tend to have the most runs in a 10-minute period.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Ooh, Narcos with a 33.6.
Oof.
Oof, indeed.
Oof. I knew we were going to hit that 33. Ooh, suit you, sir. I knew we were going to hit that 33. I just didn't know it was going to be Narcos who was going to do it first. And we might be in a very similar situation to the last map, where at the 8.5, 9-minute mark, Narcos has pulled it out of the bag. Maybe he just needs 10 minutes to warm up into a map. Maybe that's what he needs.
Alright, switching back over to Delios. Let's see, he's got a minute left to make it happen.
And a 33 is well within his abilities. It's
Oh,
just,
aye.
Minute remaining.
For sure.
the pressure's on. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. Oh,
This is so exciting. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I'm certainly enjoying myself. That sounded a wee bit weird, didn't it?
not until you said that. No.
Just to me, okay then.
Seconds remaining.
Mind out the gutter.
And that's away for Narcos.
Yeah. Delios doesn't have enough time.
Nope. Oh, well played to Narcos both
Yeah.
times. Like pulling a last minute run out. Good stuff.
Narcos moving into the final.
Good games all round.
Delios will go down to that lower bracket to face Ketos. Let's get Ketos back on the server.
Yep, so we will follow now the losers bracket. And the winner of this will face Narcos. For the final, just to be clear.
For the Ashes.
A reference that even I, as an English person, fail to get.
Oh, Joel says it all the time. You get used to it tomorrow, that's for sure. Should we do a plug for tomorrow? I think it's a big enough thing that we should do a plug.
Sure.
So what's
Well-
happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Tell me about it.
pretty much. I've just loaded up the website so I get it right. Pretty much all day, we will be following the Russian dual diabotical LAN factory diabotical dual masters. If Joel is in chat, perhaps he can tell us the start time, because I know
It is 7
It's gonna
a.m. in the morning,
it is 7 a.m. in the morning. correct?
GMT, or 8 a.m. CET, or I don't
Indeed.
know, like 9 or 10 Moscow time. I'm not sure exactly. But
Indeed.
very early in the morning, it's going to be going all day, 12 hours. It will be going for.
Yeah, we've
Probably
got some
longer.
great players. We've got Agent, of course. He is always present, but we also have Cypher as well, who I've seen doing a little bit of streaming this week as well. He's been practicing some duel. Will it be enough to topple Agent, who's very well practiced at this point? Who knows? It's going to be an all-day affair. 16 rounds or something silly of everyone playing everyone, and then into a semi-final bracket, I believe. Going to be casted with a host of reprobates, including myself, GMT, Phylum, Haymo, Y2 Jake, and Davis as well. So join us anytime you can, as early as you can, and it should be a good, fun day of excellent dueling. How was that? Was that a good
It was
enough plug?
fantastic. Yep, that was great.
All right.
Yeah, they're playing a massive round robin, so there's like so many matches to play.
It's
a
an absurd
disgusting
number.
amount of matches. It is absurd.
So there'll be plenty of good, high-level one-on-ones to follow.
There will be absolutely no doubt as to who is the best player on that LAN, for sure.
We've got Agent, we've got Dazator, we've got Cypher, Danchez, Pavel's in the mix, Arseny, Truls, Inns, the list goes on. So, plenty of good stuff. And I guess for the first, is it the first time we're going to really see who is the best on LAN?
Well,
Could-
they had a LAN last year as well, didn't they?
I guess so. Well, at least on the new maps. So the map pool
Yeah.
is looking interesting. So we've got Monolith, we've got Amberfall. What else have we got? I can't even bloody remember. We got Bioplant, Casbar, Monolith, Overgrowth, Riot, and Skybreak is the map pool. So some interesting maps. I think it'll be very interesting to see if the likes of Cypher can adapt to the new maps, because they hasn't had time or a lot of time to play them. Whereas I've seen Agent doing some pretty clever things with Implosion Weeballs on that map already to help his movement, and Void Cannons galore. Are we going to see the Void Cannon show its worth in duel? I don't know.
Okay, so an interesting bunch of maps here. We've got BR Lim picked by Katos, Oasis picked by Delios, obviously Tree. Katos knew what he was doing, he dropped that map instantly, didn't want to let Delios play on his best map. But Katos is going to have to play Strafeit Man again, the map which he lost, which he ended up, which put him in the lower bracket in the first place. So
Could
it should
w-
be an interesting lower bracket final.
Well, maybe we can see it as he's had 10 minutes of good practice,
Mhm.
and therefore he's in a good place to take it.
Perhaps. I dare say he definitely feels comfortable on Loom.
What maps have we not seen tonight? Have we seen all of them?
We haven't seen Mirror's Egg
We haven't seen Mirror's Egg, yes. You're right.
or Cave Run. Very
Oh,
sad.
yeah, you were just complaining about that earlier.
Mhm.
There was real sadness in that.
I am
Yeah.
genuinely upset.
It's a very pretty map.
There we go, a 48.7 to start off from Katos. Very nice.
Do you know what I said last week, Al?
Go on.
Didn't I say that I was going to start writing down the times?
You did. Have you done that?
Guess where my notebook is right
Where?
now.
Where is it?
It's It's by my desk. It's closed. It's got even the little bit of elastic around it.
Do you have a
Still-
pen next to it as well?
I've got a pen literally an inch from my hand.
Okay,
but,
so you've got everything you need.
I do, but don't have the will.
No, not me
All
neither.
the desire.
I said I was going to do it as well. I haven't.
Yeah. Fucking
I
piss
can't.
poor
I can't
excuse.
remember what time Katos had here before. If anyone else can, please shout it out in the chat. Be nice to know. I
Yeah,
know we
it's-
were excited about the sub 50s though.
It's chat's fault
Yeah,
for
fuck
not
you,
letting
chat.
us.
How dare you?
What kind of community is this?
I don't know how well Delios knows this map in vanilla physics.
I'm watching him be quite reliant on that dash.
And the water again. He's in the drink. I think I'm just, you know, guessing here, but I think that time from Katos is better than what we saw from him before. I'm just gonna guess. I think it was. I think it is.
Let's
well-
just
well
say it
played.
is.
Yeah, it is.
I think Delios just needs to just get a run in, get a feel for what he's doing, how it's going to translate time-wise, and how much he has to improve.
So many dashes on this map, my word.
Delios overtaking Katos.
Demolite
Without-
says that Katos did 47 seconds last time. Okay, we were wrong.
I didn't say anything, mate.
You did.
I didn't.
You did, chat. Chat's
All
on
right,
my
let's not
side.
play the blame game here. I choose the higher ground,
Okay.
you bastard. Delios still not putting a run. I want to see him finish something by the 4-minute mark. That's kind of what I'd like to see.
Alright, you're setting that. You're setting that for him.
No, I just think it's really a good plan to bank a time within 4 minutes. I think that's a good cutoff for a bankable time.
Oh, aye. There we have it. 47.9 for Katos. Good stuff. Definitely very comfortable on this map.
He's feeling good.
It's
all he has
interesting
to
as
do-
well. Katos isn't much of a racer, I don't think. Definitely hasn't played any. Well, probably hasn't played much time trials in race physics or vanilla physics. Sorry, vintage physics. But as a keen player of 1v1, I know that much. So I think he fancies himself quite familiar, or at least familiar enough with the vanilla physics to compete here, and he certainly is making a good show of it. So shout outs to Katos.
Of course, vanilla time trials is an excellent way to practice your movement for duel and other fighting game modes. It does translate. Getting to the other side of the map faster than your opponent is very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Delio's still struggling.
Come on, lads. You
5
can do it.
minutes in. He wants the run to be good. Oh, that was interesting. I don't
That
think
was
I've ever
nice.
seen that before.
Like little corner cut there.
That was a Jesus jump, I believe.
Not quite.
It was a very unambitious Jesus jump. Barely dipped his toe, but
Used to be able to do a very similar jump like that on, if you remember Furious Heights from Quick Live. If
Oh, I
you
love
circle
those
strafed
Furious
off
Heights.
off the ledge towards the mega platform, you could do a really clean jump like that. So you just circle strafe off the ledge and then hold jump while you're in the air, and then you like step up onto the next ledge. That's pretty much what happened there for Delios.
Demo says it's okay to train for it, but doesn't train you aim for it. No.
Yeah, I think Delios would see more, like, at least see one completion, at least, if he took the left side of this pillar here, what we see Katos doing.
Yeah, he's making it a bit difficult for himself, really.
I think he is. And like it's intuitive to go that way. It's like you want to go that way because it's like
It's the shortest
it
way.
looks like a shortcut, doesn't it? But I don't know, I think it'd be better for him to go the left side for sure.
He doesn't need a shortcut right now. He needs a time.
Yep. But he's making it through. As long as he doesn't make any major mistakes, he should bank a time right here.
Yeah, I would not reset if I were him. I would just ride this out. It's a lot of bonking going on.
Why?
He's just... It's like a pinball in there. And that's a 50.
Just barely not the 49.
He's got 2 seconds. It's doable. I mean, 2 seconds on a map like this, it's a couple of corners better taken.
Yep.
Can account for that much time. So
This run is already looking way better.
yeah, exactly. I felt like that last completed run just gave him a bit of confidence.
Oh,
That's a shame.
that sucks. And another one.
Yeah. Now I'd reset. Well, he's got 2 minutes left.
Yeah, true enough. I don't know. He can still do. I think he can still do a better time.
I don't think
if he takes
sub-
good corners here.
No.
Yikes! Spoke too soon.
Nope. I say nope.
Is there a rule against not getting a time in a map? Of course not.
No, we've had that before, haven't we?
Yep.
Janky's in chat. He knows what we're talking about.
Shout out to Janky.
He might be our only non-completion so far, right?
No, we saw a non-completion on this. Maybe not this map, in this tournament earlier tonight. I can't remember who, but we definitely did.
Sorry, Janky.
I'm not sorry.
I appreciate the follow last night. don't unfollow.
Oh yeah, follow Defy Theo on Twitch for New Music Fridays.
Yeah, do that.
It's a pretty good stream. He explores.
Got some
Which-
interviews lined up. Next 3 weeks, got interviews with some
Really?
young artists. Yeah,
Oh mate,
It's gonna
that's
be
sick. I'll
Yeah.
definitely tune in for that.
next 3 weeks got new artists lined up. But less about that, more about the race.
Looks like Delios is.
Is he given up?
I think he is. He's got a minute left, but he's not up for it.
He's not yet stared towards the sky in the hope that some deity will relieve him of his mortal coil.
30 seconds
GG.
remaining.
Katos is happy. Happy
Well
to have
played.
won.
Bouncy bounce. Well played. That's a nice time. 47.9. Very nice. We didn't see it though, did we? Would have liked to have seen it.
Not quite. Game over. Now we move over to Oasis, where I think Delios might be a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Delios take a map.
Because we want to see Strafe it, man, don't we?
Yeah. I like that map.
5,
Not wasting any time off the start, let's go. We're on Delios. This is his map pick. We saw him here earlier.
Doing exactly the same thing, hitting that doorway. Going out of fashion.
That's what you do on this map. No worries, disguised. We did see some nice reactor gameplay earlier.
Yeah, it was nice. It's just a difficult one to do time zone wise.
Yeah. There we go, Delios getting through that middle section, no problem.
This
He
is
just
looking
has,
good from
has
Delius.
the... That's a really not a good angle of approach there. But he's going to bank the time. Do we bonk on this map? Of course. This map is all about the bonks.
Bonks occur whether you like it or not, unfortunately. Oh, just watching Katos have a very unfortunate bonk. No time's in yet. It looks like Katos is going to make a nice run here. Could be our first finish. 42.
Definitely think you can improve on that in the next 8 minutes. Delios looks like he's going to do a run here. He doesn't want to go on this. He keeps going to the right side of that hole in the middle. That's not where you want to be. You want to be on the left side. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, that looks like the cleaner line, doesn't it? That
Yeah.
looks like the tighter line, but it's not the one you want.
And that fence messing Delius up because he overcorrected.
Classic. Fence never gets sold, does it?
Can that get fixed?
I don't think it's something that needs fixed.
Oh, really?
Nah.
You
it's-
like people getting penned in, literally.
Well, I mean, it's your own
Like a
fault.
farmyard animal.
It's bad spacing. Simple as that. And this map does nothing if not punish bad spacing.
Okay. No. No. Just when you think he's made it. I mean, I guess it's nice to see two reset points be very close together. At least you don't have to wait for half of the run to find out that you failed it.
Yeah. In the meantime, Katos did make a 39.1. The sub 40.
Lovely.
Very nice. I really want to see Delios make a finish on this map. We know he can do it. Seen it earlier. He beat... Wait, who did he... No, he didn't. I don't know. He played this map earlier. I don't know if he won or lost it. I can't remember.
Delios won against Zebra here, I think.
Ah, yeah, of course. Is that in your notepad?
No, it's in the bracket, mate. 2-0.
Okay, decent spacing here. Taking his time to ensure a good line across that. Across
Okay.
that wooden section. And he does take the left side, he was listening earlier.
Oh,
Bonks straight into the pillar, however.
he had really good speed in that run. That's such a shame.
That bonk counter is going to go up so fast.
Plus, it's only half the story, isn't it? Surely.
Alright, this looks like a good line for Delios. Let's go.
Yes, I like it. Just the sheep's pen to avoid now.
Oh, no, 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 no.
And he's
Just
done it.
barely.
Okay, we've got to run.
Oh dear, that
He's
looks
done it.
very close.
He's done it. He's a great run.
37.2, let's go.
It's a great run.
Katos. It's all on Katos.
Over to Katos. Let's see what he's got.
That was so Monka-esque. Like, there was a couple of points where he just barely made it.
I love watching the bot carry the flowers at speed. Brilliant. Six minutes in. Katos has got 4 minutes to beat the 37. Honestly, I don't think that Delios is feeling much pressure right now
No,
to beat that time. That's a very nice time.
there's a significant gap.
Yeah, he's feeling relaxed. "15-second cooldown on the bonk." I think we'll see more regular bonks, especially on this map. Yeah. They bonk too fast. Okay. This is looking good from Katos.
Let's go. No.
Oh,
not
he's annoyed.
happy.
Okay, he's resetting now, hard. Can almost tell, based on how soon they reset, the level of tolerance.
And this is the lower bracket final. The winner will go through to the final, the grand final. The loser will unfortunately go home.
Will stay home,
Yeah.
most likely. Oh, poor Katos.
It's a hard section.
It is. I said it again. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This map is pretty heartbreaking to watch sometimes.
As it's probably the hardest route. Like in terms of, we've obviously had this map in every physics rule set cup. So in every cup and every physics rule set. So we've seen runs in race, we've seen runs in vintage. We've now seen runs in vanilla. I think vanilla, and keeping with the theme of the physics itself, is very punishing.
Yep. I'm made almost uncomfortable by how punishing it is.
1 minute remaining.
Katos having to slow down quite a bit there to make that spacing work. I don't think it was worth it.
He's thinking this is my last attempt.
Yeah.
No. He's gonna go for it anyway.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's
he's
not the
up-
dash you wanted. Very sad.
Goes out in style though.
Yep. Goes out with a bang. Delios is trying to deliver those flowers, but no one's home. There we have it. 1-1 in this best of 3. We will be going to Strafeit Man.
Well, it's always good to get a third map, so
For sure.
it raises the tension.
Cause bless me.
Fight.
We're straight in.
Nice. We are seeing some left side runs
I
this
was
time.
gonna say both.
Instantly going the left side.
They've been listening to us, so
They're learning. Already, it looks better for Katos on this map.
yeah, this is
I
a
wonder
great
if he
run.
played it like in the lower bracket since we last saw him.
Some nice pivoting there as well. Some
Good
tasty half beat. Yeah.
Oh, this is a fantastic run so far. Oh, be careful here. Lots of places you can fall down. Oh, he's not happy. Finish it. Ah.
I mean, if he can do that first time, he can do it again.
Yeah. True enough.
We say that, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just put in a good time at the beginning and you're always chasing it.
That's a hard bonk there.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
I really like what Katos is doing on this map. Nice and controlled.
Yeah, he's playing it carefully. And I think it's a map that has to be played carefully if you want to, you know, make some completions at least.
I think the progress we're seeing these players make just by taking this left route is, I mean, it just shows that it is actually superior.
Well, it's hard to say. In this sort of environment, I'd say it is superior, but you know,
Given
I'm
the time constraint, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Katos' control is great here. He is having to slow down to make some of the spacing work, but that is going to let him complete the map. It looks like Delios is going to complete just before, though. Perhaps, if he doesn't fall down. Oh, he fell.
He's fallen. Ooh, and Katos just about rescuing that run. He's being very careful now. He just wants to finish. Oh,
No!
oh my days. No.
Not careful enough. Too
That-
eager.
That end section is problematic,
Yeah.
to say the least. Oh, this is fast from Katos.
Let's go.
This is very fast.
Does have to slow down again to make that spacing work, but it's a smart play, I think. When you know this is the kind of map you're playing, makes good use of those stairs. Did you see that? He didn't jump on the stairs, and because obviously you get thrown off the stair immediately from your
Yeah.
speed, so that little bit of friction is enough just to slow him down to make that spacing work. That was clever. Like, to make that pivot. That was a really good play from Katos there to use those stairs that way. But we see some finishes. Oh, we got one from Delio, so 47.4. Katos taking it very carefully. That is going to cost him in the end. Sets
Yeah.
at 48.5.
Not sure he needed to actually back up there. That
No.
seemed a bit unnecessary. It might have actually cost him the winning time.
Little bit of PTSD, I think.
Not again.
There you go, Katos on those stairs again. You see that? Just a little bit of
Yeah.
friction lets him turn around the corner without bonking the wall on the left side. Obviously, it's debatable which is faster, but you know, I think this slower, more controlled approach is maybe what could let him take it in the end if he can just get a clean ending.
Well, I'd say slower and more controlled is going to lead to more completions.
This is
and
it. No, it's not.
Not in this particular case, no. But damn, that's the second time that's got him.
Yep.
Five minutes in. Both got timers on the board, second apart. What's next in this tiebreaker? Who's going to pull ahead?
switch over to Delios for a little bit. We haven't seen much of him yet. He does have the lead currently. Let's see if he can improve it any. Distance himself from Katos.
His approach seems a little less controlled than Katos.
Oh, you can say that again.
Yeah, fucking. As he careers into the water. But he has the faster time, so maybe his gung-ho approach is the right one. Who am I to say? Who am I to argue with the time?
But then again, that bonk on the wall certainly is costing him a lot of speed. I don't know if that's what he's been doing previously, but the way he did it right there, it's just a bit too harsh of an angle. But we can already see, like you said a minute ago, like just to repeat, like taking that left side is clearly helping these runners make their way further into the map. I think it's giving them better speed, better spacing as a result of that.
And more attempts at the tricky end.
Aye, for sure.
It's interesting to see how people would potentially play this map differently in a 10-minute time constraint versus trying a PB, right?
Absolutely. Switch back to Katos. 44 for Katos. Nice.
Oh,
We
wow.
just missed that. That's unfortunate. The stream saw it. Excellent. Fantastic.
That's a nice improvement.
Yeah, huge improvement. Almost 4 whole seconds.
It's mad. Super friend BFG, your negligence inadvertently allowed us to see the highlight. Thank you, casters. It's Adam's foresight. It's production foresight
Yeah.
that allowed you to see that.
He's realised that following whoever I'm following is the mistake.
Exactly, yeah.
Adam, the silent hero, working in the backgrounds, in the shadows.
Beavering away. You're here for the fun most of all. Wrong stream.
We have fun here. We have so much fun here. What are you talking about?
When you need to say it. Okay, I'm convinced, Al.
Good. You fucking better be.
Or else.
One minute remaining.
Oh,
Come on, Delios.
it was so close.
Got a minute left.
I believed he could make
Yeah, I know. Fun is compulsory.
that.
It's the last run from Delios. If he can even make it. I don't know if he can. I don't know if there's enough time.
30 seconds
No, he'd need to pull a 40 out the bag to do it.
He's got a 40 in that bag. Let's go. Maybe not after that one.
Oh, nah.
I think
GG's.
that's it.
Well played to
Katos is
Katos.
in jail.
Smashed it.
GG's, yeah. Well, at least Delios did fulfill his dream of finishing top 5.
He did.
Yeah.
And we have a very interesting Katos Narcos grand final.
Yeah, let's go.
Now, when they last faced each other in round 2, Narcos took it 2-1.
Hmm.
Is it going to be Katos's time to get revenge? That's the question. Grand final, of course, being a best of 5.
Yep.
So we're definitely going to see 3 maps and hopefully more.
Oh, he's already here.
And we're going to see some picks and bans.
Oh yeah, shout outs to Narcos for making the diabolical-racing.com website. Very cool website, a hub for diabolical racing.
Oh, I see. Since last time I looked, there's even a small FAQ.
Yeah.
How do I become faster? Well, the answer is join the Discord server.
And then ask that question, because the website doesn't have any resources for that yet, but it will soon. And if you press F2 on the website, it does actually refresh it, which I think is a really nice addition.
Take your first steps to being faster today. Join the Racing Discord.
The leaderboard does that as well. If you press F2 on the leaderboard, it refreshes.
I think FAQ is pronounced FAQ.
It
I don't
might
know
be.
why I laugh so much at that.
Narcos doing the smart thing, banning Loom.
Excellent.
Katos wants to play Strafe It. That's not how the picks work though.
Mr. Lubeman, thanks for following.
Narcos wants to pick Strafe It anyway.
They're both up for it. They're both up
Yeah.
for straight bit. You know, sometimes it comes down to what map do they enjoy.
Yep.
Altus. I'm going to see it again.
Nice. I don't think we haven't seen Katos there yet.
The Babylonian Jesus jump map.
Yeah, we did see Narcos there though, clutch it out against Elios.
Yeah, that was a great map. Can't believe that one. And Reactor. Oh, we're going to get some good maps.
Big
Some
time.
good maps. Yeah, nice to see Altus and Reactor because we've only seen them once so far tonight. So
Temple again. And now
Temple's
we
one of
drop.
those. I was going to say Temple's one of those maps that I can never remember what it is, even though I played it. It's like a black hole in my head. Is that it then? Do we have 5 maps?
Nope, we still have a couple of drops to go.
Yeah. So far we've got Strafe It, Altus, Reactor, and Temple.
What's
Still got
left?
Mirror's Edge,
Oasis,
Cave Run.
Mirror's Edge, and Cave Run are left.
Yeah. Yeah, those 3. So will we see a Cave Run or a Mirror's Egg tonight?
I fucking hope so.
That'd be nice
But
to see a
I
map.
think they're going to drop Cave Run and Mirror's Egg though. I think they want to play Oasis.
Mm.
Nope,
Oh,
Narcos.
Narcos.
Shout outs to Narcos. I think Katos will probably drop Mirror's Egg.
Are they listening to us? Are they just doing what we
I think they
don't
might be.
say?
They keep their mouths shut. Oasis is great, but it scares you. Fair play. Scary map, and we will see Mirror's Egg as a final.
Hey,
So
if we get that far.
Yeah, just quickly remind me of those maps in the correct
is
order, if you don't mind, please.
Strafe It,
Boom.
Altis,
Yep.
Reactor,
You can go a
Temple.
bit faster than that. Temple, okay.
and Mirror's Egg. And Narcos would like a 1 minute break. Of course, you may take a 1 minute
Yeah,
break.
absolutely. And I think we'll go to a quick break as well. So
Sounds
we'll
good.
see you back here in just a minute's time.
For the grand final.
Go back to the pathway. Go back to the pathway. Go back to the pathway. You feel at peace. Go back, feel at peace. Go back to the pathway. You feel at peace.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you've all had the opportunity to empty your bladders because it's going to be a killer grand final and you don't want to miss any of it. So we're going in. We've got Strafe It Man. We have Altis, or Relieved Cephalopod. And we have Reactor, Temple, and to finish off Mirror's Egg. Will we see all 5 maps? It remains to be seen. But both were very keen on playing Strafe It, so we're off to a good start. Got Katos, who hopefully can repeat some of his previous luck.
Yep, I think he's feeling plenty confident on this map now. Although Narcos looks like he might be the first to finish. Not quite. Not quite.
No. Falling
Um,
into the drink.
We'll keep on Narcos for a little bit. I think he was the one to pick this map.
Yeah,
See
we'll
how he
see.
gets on.
We'll see if he can beat his 47.9, I believe it was. I mean, he's playing this essentially back to back from his previous map, so he should be nicely warmed up. And
I think you're thinking of Katos.
oh, I am actually.
Yeah.
It's the OSs. It's all the
I
OS
know,
ending
it
names.
confuses you. It's no good. Someone has to change. Here we go though. Looks like Narcos is coming up for a finish here, using those angled walls to his benefit.
I think that's the secret.
Oh, he slowed down there. I don't think he needed to. 43.9. He really didn't need to
Ooh.
slow down at the end there. I think he was just a little bit scared of falling in, but he definitely had the speed and the spacing to make that gap.
Katos in with a 44.1, so they're only 0.2 apart. It's going to be a tight one.
Oof, that's not the bonk you want.
That beginning part proving tricky. I mean, it's only 0.2 seconds, but it might as well be 20.
Katos is hot on Narcos' heels right now, and there's the
Oh,
overtake.
the overtake!
Let's go.
Narcos' confidence will be shattered.
Nope, never mind. This is nice. Good line. Off the wall. Does have the speed there. It
Lovely
is.
finish.
42.4. Very nice.
Wow. That is a great time. Seen some tasty runs. This could be a good run from Narcos. It's looking very solid.
Surprised not to see anyone go for that skip on the right hand side there across the Sarlacc pit. Sorry, Steve. Across Steve.
The Steve Pit.
Stephen.
Half beats for days over here.
We love to see it.
I just see this and I think I don't do enough half beat.
It's definitely very useful, even in like duo or team modes. Definitely handy trick to have in your repertoire.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to just change to it fluidly.
It's interesting to see Narcos with the better time here. He is going to try and skip over the pit, but not quite having the right spacing. You need very specific spacing for that one. He is going to try it. But yeah, it's interesting to see him being 2 seconds faster despite Katos. We've seen him overtake Narcos on multiple occasions. I think in the same section as well.
The thing is, I think Narcos is feeling quite confident now. He's got 2 seconds over his opponent. He's 5 minutes in and he's thinking, let me see if I can try this right side route and annihilate the time that I've got. So he's taken a few more risks and, it's probably the right thing for him to do. If he sees Katos at some point inch into the 43s or the low 43s, then maybe he'll try and optimize his existing fastest route. But Why not try something?
I think he's losing a fair bit of time bonking into that wall that we just saw there. I don't think that's
Yes.
one. I don't think that's one that he wants to. I think he should probably be pivoting there. But you didn't hear that, Narcos. I'm sick of this. Us giving you advice and you taking it and using it. I don't know. Should that be legal in the tournament?
Hard to police.
That is very well. We
You
could have a
you could
we
put
could have a
30
stream.
second delay.
Yeah, we could have stream delay. But then again, it's a 10-minute match.
Yeah,
And
you
they're
need a
they're
10-minute
repeating
delay.
the same thing over and over, aren't they? So
You need
it's not like
10
it's a duel where it's like, oh, the red armor's coming up.
Yeah.
You know? Ten-minute stream delay.
Yeah, it's a bit much, I
It's
think.
the only way around it.
Oh,
See, look
Katos
at this.
for
This
the
Katos
overtake.
overtakes him on that same section again.
Interesting.
That's the third time we've seen that happen.
Piotrowski blaming the casters for not giving him enough tips.
Yikes.
I won't repeat that. But if you thought I was a bully, Piotrowski, what Adam just said, production. Let's just say you've got the kind face of this trio.
Let's swing back over to Katos and see if we can figure out what he's doing that is letting him overtake Narcos on that same section. This one right here that we used to
It's the stairs. It's the little pivot on the stairs.
Is it though? I don't know.
know.
Nah, he's
It
got a
just
speed from
looks-
before that for sure.
I know, but it just looks so slick.
It does look good, doesn't it?
Just tiptoes off the stairs. So delicate, so
That's what you need
quaint
to do.
almost.
It's a control element of this physics rule set.
Like a fucking ballerina. Oh,
And you could skip to the right there as well. You see that? Like there's a little
Yeah.
staircase there that lets you skip across that. So this was obviously a fairly new map. This was added to the pool just the other day. It didn't before that. It didn't have a VQ3 route, at least not one like this. So they haven't had as much time to learn the route here as they have on other maps. But there are a couple of skips that I haven't seen anyone go for, like right here. Oh, never mind.
never mind.
You'll see it in a minute.
In a minute, it's gonna be all over,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that 2 seconds is gonna be found.
Maybe not.
But this is a decent run we're seeing from
1 minute
Katos.
remaining.
Like bonk.
Oh, yeah, when he doesn't do his ballerina-like jump off the stairs.
Sometimes he just doesn't have the spacing for it.
Yeah, but when he does that, he tends to bonk the wall harder
Yeah.
and lose more speed.
For sure. And there it is.
He's given up.
Looks like it's going to be first map over to Narcos with a 42.4 versus a 44.1 for Katos.
30 seconds remaining.
Just a correction. He hadn't given up. He could not finish in time. Could not reset.
No Jesus jumps on this map.
Indeed. Doesn't look like there's actually any water either.
Narcos going backwards. No sweat.
Did he now? GG.
GG.
First map to Narcos.
What was the next map? I forget.
It was Altis.
Crazy Altus. Sounds like a disease.
Relieved cephalopod sounds more like a disease, I think.
Fight.
Right, I believe believe this is Katos's pick, so let's follow them off the start. What kind of start we'll see here? Will they be using that Delios skip that we saw earlier? Not quite, going all the way around. He's going to have to cut that out pretty quickly if he wants to win.
Hmm.
We did see Narcos earlier on this map make a very nice comeback versus
Yeah,
Delios.
it was nice. I think he
Yeah.
got a 38 or something.
No,
Oh,
it was
sorry, no.
33 now for Narcos
Oh, that's
versus
good.
the 36 for Katos. So he is going to see. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, but he is going to see Narcos make that skip ahead of him. But I don't know if Katos actually knows the map that well. Like I said, it is a pretty new map.
Need to write the times down, mate. We need a time scribe.
Next time, we'll remember to do it next time.
Yeah, next time. Another 36. Yeah, another 36.
Needs to start making this cut at the beginning.
Yep.
It's costing him a good bit of time. And
Hasn't
it's an
quite figured out
easy.
how to do it.
It's a pretty easy shortcut to make when you realise how it's done.
Yeah, his route is almost torturously slow. Sorry if you're listening, mate, but it's your fault for listening.
Fucking hell.
Players aren't meant to listen. Breaking the... It's an unwritten rule.
Okay, Toss, that skip is right in front of you. Just take it.
There's a window.
Like Narcos to show you how it's done.
Take the window.
No, maybe not. Alright, he definitely saw Narcos go for
He
that
saw
skip,
him
so
do it.
he knows it. We know he knows it now.
He's taken an even longer route. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Maybe. This is his map pick, so he could be aware of some secret. There we go.
Oh,
This is the improvements we want to see.
with
Big up
panache as
Skatos.
well.
That's the one you want. Let's do it.
They could have Jesus jumped that.
We're up to Jesus jumps.
The first time he did the skip, it was beautiful. It was perfect.
There we have it.
That'll work.
You just have to do it a couple of times, get used to it.
Piotsky. It's also unwritten in that notebook of Theo's, yes. That's why we need a time scribe. Maybe if we give it that cool name, someone will offer to do it for us.
Time scribe.
Who will be our
Time Lord.
scribe?
Who wants to be the Time Lord?
Nice. Doesn't seem like a grand final, more like casters teach to racers how to play the map. Well, I did say maybe they'll teach us some. Maybe Katos will teach us something that we don't even know.
33.4, slight improvement.
Yeah, that's good for Katos. I think
Narcos
that'll-
has since improved his time to a 32.2.
Yeah,
Did we see a 31 from Narcos on here before? I'm not sure. Can't remember.
Time scribe.
Also, Zod, where were you in the sign-up process? Why didn't you sign up for the cup? This is the real pro mode. Zod is very good at the real pro mode, by the way. But he didn't sign up. The Italian stallion.
Piotski says, these are the two best diabolical races in the world. As far as I'm concerned, they are. Because do you know who isn't here? Well, the people who didn't enter.
Oh, Zod was cooking, that's fair play. He's Italian, so it was probably something very delicious.
Pasta. Yeah, we all know pasta takes 10 minutes, mate. You can't.
Yikes, bro. I always send Zod photos of my pasta and he gives it a thumbs up. I get
Nice.
approval.
Nice.
I had pasta last night. One night a week's enough. What carbs?
Narcos still on 32.2, hasn't managed to better himself. Katos still a second, over a second behind. Still struggling a bit with this shortcut at the beginning. Not as fluid as he would like, I imagine, but the spacing here looks good. A little hesitation there before that dash. And flummoxed by the plant beds.
Flummoxed. It's definitely the first time that word has been said on the TimCon stream. Believe it or not. And I dare say it won't be the last.
Are you implying that I repeat myself?
What?
You would. The Jesus jump. He lives. He has risen. Oh, flower delivery coming through.
Oh, Kaitos may have potentially, like, he almost did that, the skip that Delios did, you know? But unintentionally. So I wonder if that's gonna, like, I wonder if the penny has just dropped and he's
Yeah,
realized, oh, I can do that a little bit faster.
Has the seed been planted?
Yeah.
With
Is
2
he
minutes
gonna
to go.
for that one again? I don't think so.
He won't. Something about his starting spacing that's not quite working for him either.
Again, it's like what we saw before between these two players on
Circle
tempo.
versus dash.
Circle jump versus dash, yeah. Like it's not circle jump is always going to be better, I think, in terms of raw speed. Like if you can do a really good circle jump, it's always going to be faster than a dash, right? But like the spacing is way different, and sometimes dash just gives you better spacing. You know what I mean?
I do know exactly what you mean. And you know, you can't afford to be resetting halfway through a map because you started off with just a semi-average or below average circle jump.
I guess that's one good thing about dashing. It's always going to be the same. It's always going to be consistent that way.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for it.
I know a lot of, or at least some vanilla runners don't like the dash for a couple of reasons, but I think it's alright. But I say that as someone who has terrible circle jumps.
Yeah, I mean, on race, it's only really useful at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's map dependent. It's just what you're comfortable with. On some maps I circle jump. I feel like it gives me the kind of start that I want. It's all about finding the kind of start you want, right?
Yeah, for sure. Kato's improving a little bit on his time, but there's not enough time to improve it any further, sadly. So that's the second map going to Narcos.
Yeah.
Where do we go next?
We go to Reactor, I think. Then Temple, then Mirror's Egg.
Going back to Narcos's pick.
I'm curious about what's going to happen here. I mean, the pressure's on Katos anyway.
Yeah, big time. This will be the final map if Katos does lose.
Should we get a little prediction vote up?
I don't know how. I forgot how you do it. Adam, you're so good. Katos taking the right side here.
No, I've not seen that before.
No, I don't think that's what you want.
No. Don't
But
do
it is
it.
going to let him get an early finish in.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem so bad to me, but that is gonna. Yeah,
You need to be prepared for those boxes.
Yeah, I've never
coming out
seen
that way.
anyone hit them with panache.
You want to go over them, you know. You want to land on top of it, ideally. There's a 36.2 for Katos early on.
Who's gonna win this map? Get your predictions in. Narcos or Katos?
Ooh, Narcos with the 34.
Frag.
Use your points. They're good for nothing else.
True enough. You can challenge Y2 Jake to a duel that he almost certainly won't play. He's a Valorant player now. Our Jake.
Is he? Has he gone over?
Yeah, yep.
There's room for 2 games, surely.
Well, he's still on the cast, isn't he, tomorrow?
He is indeed.
Katos improving a little bit, getting the 35.1.
Nice. Narcos still ahead, 34.7. 0.4 between them. I can do the maths.
Nice. At least one of us can.
Looking very even in the predictions right now. 51% think that Narcos will take it to 49% for Katos.
Interesting.
I mean, of course, we all want to see it go to the 4th map,
Yeah, big time.
except Narcos. I'm sure he's happy
Yeah, he'll
to
take it.
call it 3-0.
Switch back over to Narcos now for a couple minutes, see how he's getting on, see if he can improve that 34.7.
See if he can get a nice run in now. Looks pretty smooth. Using a
And he-
dash.
He slowed down a little bit earlier. I don't think this will be
Those boxes.
they are a little bit problematic. With the right spacing though, you can cruise right over them.
With the right spacing, you can do anything.
It's true enough.
Spacing and speed. They
Yeah,
are
well-
your allies.
I want to see someone use that door frame as like a kind of ramp jump to go over the railing.
Yeah,
This
that's
one
going to
here.
be tricky.
Nice,
Ooh,
good
that was
spacing. You see that?
Smooth.
Clean. And he's going to
And the
overtake.
overtake with the flowers. Delivery coming through.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
no.
not. You don't want to go up there.
How
It's
embarrassing.
not going to help you.
How embarrassing.
Yep, got egg on your face, mate.
Cheeky with your overtake, getting a bit too ahead of yourself, literally. I was just about to say Katos looks like he's putting in a decent run and he slams into the wall, so
Bonk. Put another bonk on the counter.
yeah, it's an unseen bonk, but I promise it happened. Okay, I think Katos might have a good run in here. Could switch over.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Whew.
Oh, the wall.
Oh, the wall! If it's not one thing, it's the other. He's going to finish it anyway. Oh, he knew the time was not good enough, so he tried something ambitious. But I feel there's a confidence in his movement now, or maybe it's just an urgency knowing that 6 minutes have passed. Nice pivot. Bad bonk.
Show me a good bonk.
The best bonks are the ones where you hit your head because they're hilarious. Like rocket jumping up and hitting your head. It's just cracks me up every time.
Katos with the rare circle dash.
The
Did you see that
circle.
there? He's doing a circle strafe on the floor, on the ground, and then
Into
dashing.
a dash.
Yeah.
If only we had a UPS meter that could tell us if this is actually a beneficial strategy.
Well, it's as beneficial as it is just walking forwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not
I
worth
think
the
so.
effort
I
for
don't
me.
think it, because 475 is the dash speed you will get if you dash from 320. If you dash from more than 320, I think you do get more actually. So yeah, if you can do a good circle strafe on the floor, on the ground, he could have made it over those boxes there.
Why did he?
Why did he do that?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, the
But this is
spacing
going to be
was
a great
great there.
run. It's going to be a great run. 33.6.
Wow. If he went over those boxes there, he would have overtaken
would have done
Narcos.
He would, yeah. He would have
That's
done
got
it.
to be painful, man. That's got to be so painful.
It was so clearly doable. I have no idea why he didn't do it. Maybe he was thinking about it might put his angle off for the
Just
next corner.
PTSD on the boxes, really. I think.
Yeah. Who can blame
Just
you?
not feeling confident due to past experiences.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, I think the circle strafe is beneficial, but I don't know. He's doing it at a really weird angle where I don't think it's really helping him all that much. Maybe it is.
That was nice. Ooh. Did you see that? How close he got? Okay. Oh, I was just about to say that looked like it could be the run. 1.5 minutes, Katos. That's all you've got, my man. You can do it. The spacing doesn't look right here. Nope. That'll do. It's acceptable.
1 minute remaining.
I think this could be a winning run. Take it.
Hazard frag.
Got a
Okay.
minute left, and we know he
Should
can do it.
Reset. I would reset there. Reset.
Come on, you haven't got time for this.
This is it. This is his last attempt, and he's got Narcos in his face. How annoying! He's gonna have to like follow through with it either
30
way.
seconds
Okay,
remaining.
that's
That's
it. That
That's
is it.
such a sad story.
Sad.
Kratos
sorry
had it
state.
in him
He
to
did.
do that.
Hazard frag.
He did that one run. We saw it. It was evident. He had the run, and he hesitated. Oh well, congratulations to Narcos. Well done, mate. You have won. You are
Yeah,
champion.
Well played. Best vanilla player.
Champion of vanilla. Whenever the next vanilla competition occurs, it will be up to people to beat Narcos, the reigning champion.
The thriller,
Thriller in vanilla, I love it.
Certain.
We missed a trick there with that one.
How long you been waiting for that one, eh? How long you been sitting on that?
We're stealing that, Certi. Next time it's going to be Tim Trials number whatever, the thriller
Yeah.
in vanilla. 100%. 100%.
Maybe I'll ask the players if they would like to.
So just a reminder for tomorrow. We've got the Duel Masters, Factory Duel Masters LAN, live from Russia. And yeah, it's going to be an all-day affair where some of the best jewelers will be facing off on the LAN. And we will be seeing if people's LG is something on the LAN or nothing on the LAN. Remains to be seen. Cypher playing. That should be very interesting.
Yeah, really looking forward to watching Cypher play.
Yeah. That's the big question, isn't it? Can Cypher just come in after kind of lazily playing a day or two of Duel on the new maps and wipe the floor? I don't know. One could argue that he's pretty well practiced and his mechanics are up to speed because of Quake Pro League, and he keeps in shape that way. So how will it translate to Diabotical? We shall see.
Well, it's not like he's never played Diabolical before. He certainly has played tournaments in the early beta, although he has missed a lot of the tournaments since then.
He has. I think the question I have is, is someone who grinds the game like Agent. At what point, is that grind going to benefit him against someone who, given they have the same amount of practice? We can almost certainly say that Cypher would beat Agent, but is Agent's practice regimen gonna favor him? I don't know. We shall see tomorrow.
Right, so we're going to move over to the racing channel for some interviews with Narcos and Kratos. Let's go.
Lovely.
Hey Narcos, hey Kratos. First of all, well played. Thanks for playing in today's cup. How do you feel?
Hey, thanks. Feeling good. I got 4 Negronis in me. So yeah, doing great.
4 Negronis, huh?
Yeah.
I won't start nerding out about Negroni components, so just enjoy them. I'm glad it's going well. It sounds like a wonderful evening you're having.
Yes, for sure. Some time trials and some Negronis.
Do you feel that you have somehow greased the cogs of your bot by being basically pissed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it helps. The secret is, you heard it here,
Yeah.
4 Negronis. Is that the optimum number of Negronis?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I
If
think
it's
I
like-
was, at the end there, I was feeling a little bit kind of weary. So I think 3.5 is.
It's
Yeah.
the optimum
Recommended.
amount. It's like playing pool. You have to have, after one beer, your aim
Yeah.
improves.
Exactly.
Kratos, how you doing, mate?
Fine, fine. Thanks for the organizing.
Oh, I didn't do anything, but Al should be thanked, and of course Adam for being available on production.
Thanks the god Smiley Blue himself.
So, Katos, will you be drinking in the next Vanilla Cup? I think that's the question. Do you think it's going to benefit you?
Nope. Maybe some
No.
coke might.
Maybe some Coke, so a bit of caffeine. So, tell us about the maps. What kind of what did you feel about the maps? What would you do the same picks and bans again, or would you do it
I
differently this
suppose
time?
so. I don't know. I have not played. I hadn't seen half of them before, so I don't know.
Okay.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, I think you did quite well then.
Well,
Given that.
Loom
Also-
seemed,
Never seen the maps before.
yeah, Loom seemed appropriate for me. So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
need pineapple pizza back, and that's about it.
You need those tight corners.
I need to annoy the people who actually can rise.
Pineapple Pizza was an interesting one to watch last week. I'll give you that. It was pretty interesting to watch people struggle on that map.
Well, better than the spawns into Void.
Hmm. Oh yeah, let's not forget that.
Let's not forget that. Yeah, that was weird. Any maps that you would like to see in the next
Not
cup?
the racers, so I don't know the maps.
I
So
would
just
like
get
to
rid of
see,
Cave Run because I have not had the opportunity to jump in here. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe buy a plant. That would be nice.
Let's go. I would like to see Temple Escape for Vanilla Cups.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I actually know that one.
that was so much
Great for
fun.
training.
We did consider adding that map, but we thought it might end up just being dropped by everyone because it is quite an intensive map. Especially,
Yeah.
mainly just the last room is quite difficult. I think
Yeah.
for some people.
I think we're going to follow through with the idea of putting a few Rocket vanilla maps in, aren't we? Aren't we, Al? I know you can't resist.
Well, there's very few rocket maps that actually play well in vanilla, unfortunately,
Yeah.
which is why
Yeah.
I didn't this weekend because I do like to try and put a rocket map in every weekend, but
Maybe
I
that's,
would have put RWC in, except that map is literally broken since the last update. Good Studio, if you're listening, that map literally doesn't function anymore.
maybe this is a humble request to mappers to make some Rocket maps with vanilla physics in mind.
Absolutely, I would always like to see more rocket maps.
Yeah. Groans in the background is all I can hear. To that. Yeah, fair enough.
90
makes,
degree corners.
What makes a Rocket map better in Vanilla, do you think?
It's pretty hard to say. I think
Either the jumps work or they don't, I guess.
Yeah.
I like an odd Rocket map, but they can be very frustrating if it's not your thing.
like Toxic works pretty well in vanilla because it was designed for vanilla, actually. But
That's true.
it is a very long map, and I think we would see very few completions in a 10-minute time limit.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why, Al, you mentioned the idea of having more of a kind of single map event, right?
Yeah.
Where we can get people, we can start including some of those longer maps. We can follow people and see how they're doing, and I think that would be a really interesting.
We're looking to get that
Format.
started up pretty soon,
Yeah,
by the way.
I think that would be a very interesting format for those kind of maps because there is a limit with this format to the kind of maps that you can put on, and if people are building maps and they want their maps to be showcased on the Tim Trials Cup, then they kind of almost have to play or be a certain length, for example.
Mhm.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
So
Any
you
question?
quite liked Stray Fit Man then, Katos?
Could you repeat?
Did you? I think you quite liked the map Stray Fit Man. You seem to pick that quite often.
Yeah, seemed like nobody is able to finish it. So, and I had a great run when I played against the Brazila, so I thought I might repeat it, but Never happened.
You
And
certainly did have some of the better runs on that map that we saw.
yeah, but still, I was slower than the best Narcosis run, so didn't pay
Yeah.
out. And
I really like Circuit Man.
Yeah, the vanilla route seems really nice actually. It was really nice to watch.
Yeah,
Thanks to the
ending,
stream
though,
for
that
helping
ending.
me find the faster route.
The ending tripping a lot of people up. A lot of face plants into
Yeah.
on the final platform.
It's Moncaster at that point.
Yes, indeed. Clown Fiesta.
But I really liked the map pool this week. I was planning to vote on K-Run because I have been practicing that a little bit, but I forgot. So yeah. Next time we'll see K-Run. Yeah.
Nope.
What did you think about Altus?
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, I found the window.
Yes, we
Yes.
noticed that. That was once
Yeah.
you found that, we were like, yes, he's found it.
Yeah, now the faster runs make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, for the first half, we saw you going the long route, and we were like, no, he's got to see the window. It's a huge window. So yeah, when you finally made it, that was very satisfying.
Not
I
that we
think
don't
Tofu
much.
has 29 on that map. That's nuts. It's nuts.
Tofu is nuts in general.
Yeah.
Seems like there's a lot of room for optimization on that map. Huge amount.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So, how were you feeling after your match with Delios, Narcos? You must have felt pretty good after clutching it out 2 maps in a row.
Yeah, I did. I was shaking. So 2 of the Negronis was before that map, and then the 2 second ones came after that. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I think Delios is generally faster than I am, but I was lucky to clutch out those 2 last maps.
Yeah, no disrespect, but I really didn't expect it. I thought those maps were Delios's to take, and then
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
same.
out of nowhere, you just smashed his time. I was like, shit, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very surprising. Pleasantly surprised.
I thrive on the edge. I think.
Well, we love a clutch time, so that was perfect. Enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Cool. Well, we'll be certainly doing it again at some point. Cool.
Well, I think that's all. Thanks for joining us for an interview. Thanks for playing.
And you heard
Thanks
it
for
from
the
Narcos.
invite.
Organizing.
You heard the secret from Narcos. Negronis will win you cups. Celebrate hard, celebrate early, I think is the key to take away. Cool.
Get some
Thanks a
vibes.
lot, guys. Well
Yeah,
done.
thanks.
Cheers.
See you.
See ya, see ya.
Alright, Chris. I think that's all then. Unless you've got anything else. Any last words? Sorry, that's a bit ominous.
Yeah, I'd rather not, mate. But
Any parting words?
just thanks to everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the matches. I apologize if anyone feels that I bullied them. I really didn't mean to hurt your feelings. So that's an apology from me. I'll do better next time. And join us tomorrow for the Factory Diabotical Duel Masters LAN. It's going to be awesome.
Definitely. See you then.
Take care, everyone.